Yeah, I'm gonna do that whole intro one more time. This game is not in keeping with the spooky vibe of October, I realize, although there are some scary monsters in it. And there's nothing really scary about it unless you're completely horrified at the graphical presentation, which wouldn't be, completely crazy to think, right? It's not the best looking game. It's not, artistically, yes, technically, not so much. But I've had so much fun with this game, I'm completely enamored with it, that I just want to stream it for fun, and I can't get away with it. Or get away from it, I should say. And the other thing, too, is I'm trying to make as much progress in this game as I can before the deluge of holiday titles comes out. Not to mention Luigi's Mansion 3, which I'm definitely streaming day one. Judge, Morrow, V-Sips, Brian, Beck, Zach, everybody who's hanging out. Appreciate you guys taking the time. How have your days been? Wonderful.
Ciri had never reached the elven mage.
I have found a foglet, and it did scare the crap out of me, Judge. I was in an underground cave. Now, aside from this part here, which we've kind of already seen, maybe I should let the game say it, but essentially, I'm on the path to find Ciri right now, right? I have talked to Kira, I believe, a witch, who directed us to a mage. We went on a little underground adventure exploring that. Unfortunately, we did not find Ciri, only clues about where Ciri may have been, although we did get to play a brief flashback sequence where you get to play as Ciri, which is something I didn't know you could do in this game. But today, I'm going to progress the story a little bit. Dad, hello. That's the other thing. My dad is watching right now. He's ham-fist in the chat for those of you that aren't familiar. D-Dub, what's up, man? And my dad loves Skyrim, and he loved Fable. And he thinks that he does not love this game, but I'm on a mission to show him how much he can love it, because I think it's absolutely tremendous. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mainly concentrate on doing side quests that hopefully have a little bit of dialogue. Anytime there's dialogue, I'm not going to be as chatty because I want you guys to be able to experience the story, and I selfishly want to experience the story because it's so good. These side quests are so meaty, and they have full voice acting, which is not something you normally get from a game like this. And yeah, I'm so completely obsessed with it I couldn't not play it. So thank you guys for coming on this adventure with me, even though it's not spooky and not in keeping with October. Josh says if you want to get stronger, I recommend side quests, sell the gear, buy ingredients for stronger potions, a wider potion selection that makes you epic. I have only really dabbled with the blade oils mostly, but I'm not opposed to learning more about the potions. Mara says, hi, Josh's dad. Oh, he would love it. It's so much better written. That's what I'm saying. Like, he loved those games. And I feel like, for me, and, maybe it's early to call this, but at least first impression, this is rapidly racing to my top 10 games ever. It's so wonderful. Dad says, I love you. The vote on this game is still pending. Thanks, Dad. I love you, too. But I'm telling you, you will learn to love Geralt of Rivia. If you don't believe me, Judge can give you a litany of reasons, and it sounds like D-Dub can as well, about why you should enjoy this game. Not the least of which is I think it teaches solid emotional balance, because if you want to advance time, you can just meditate. No waiting to find an inn. Geralt just chills out, and then I can, push time forward, heal myself through meditation, which I think is a very positive message in an otherwise sort of dark game from a subject matter perspective. It's not quite Game of Thrones, but there are moments. There are moments. I'm trying to tell him, Dito, if you guys just want to hammer my dad over and over with positive Witcher messages, I'm sure he will appreciate it. Don't give in, this man is making me spend money. Hey, you made that decision yourself, Mara. I didn't make you do anything. I merely realign your perception and enlighten you to gaming experiences you may not otherwise indulge, and I think that's a good thing, right? That's what friends are for, Just says also buy ingredients for upgradable Witcher gear. They're a set for each playstyle. Slower but tanky. So is there crafting? Yes, there is crafting. Now, Judge, because I think you may have the most expertise, you and D-Dub in the chat right now, I'm going to show you the map. So, because right now I'm in the second main area that you can sort of progress to, right? And with that being said, I think I've made pretty decent progress on the side quests. I'm going to zoom out so you can see all the gray here. Because whenever you don't complete something, like over here, let me see if I can find something. Like if it's in white, like these question marks down here means you haven't done it, or I haven't even discovered it yet, right? For a question mark anyways. But if you zoom out on the map, I've been marking where all the enemies are that are too high for me, but all this gray, these are all side quests that I've already done or areas I've discovered and locations. It's just tremendous. It's so good. Even Beck agrees. I mean, Beck has made me spend my fair share of coins. That's a little hypocritical, Beck. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Thank you, Mara. No friend says me and my best friend switched accounts, so he had it, but I couldn't download it. It's Dan's? Oh, I gotcha. We'll see about that, young master dub. Very in difficulty, you may stumble onto something dangerous. Yeah, and that's the thing. Every time you see a skull is where I stumbled into something that was too high level for me, because right now, my Geralt's only level 8, rapidly approaching level 9, But yeah, some of these monsters I run across are like level 15 or even level 13. I'm like, I'm gonna come back to that later, I think. So right now, I can either just blaze a trail towards question marks to see if it's something I can actually explore and do. Actually, I'll do that. We've got a couple right over here, so I'm gonna head that way first. And then after that, I'll start doing side quests that are within my level. There's one I'm working on right now, which I actually think is a story quest for the Bloody Baron, I think. And again, when there's dialogue, when it gets chatty, I will be a little bit quieter. So let's go ahead and get over to this first question mark and see what we find. Also, even though Roach is great, Roach is the name of your horse, I find myself traveling on foot a lot. I don't know, I feel like it's easier to grab like herbs and stuff or plants you see along the way for alchemy, like this guy over here. What is this? This is my only gripe with the game so far, so I feel like it's really hard to focus on the thing you want to interact with. That's my only gripe with it so far. And you can see as I rush towards the objective for that custom marker, ooh, there's an enemy right here. What is this? A wolf? Psh. Nope. These are some bad doggos, if such a thing exists. Alright. And the thing about this, one of the things that was kind of disappointing me, although honestly I might be kind of glad. What is that? Whoa! Okay, hold on, I'm gonna get away from this thing. I was gonna loot the wolves, but if there's a level 20 trying to kill me, I'm getting out of dodge. That was a mistake. Get to the main city. I think I already did get to the main city. Brian says, I'm off to play something myself, but got the notification, had to say hello. Have a great stream. Sorry for leaving so soon. Take care. Brian, no worries whatsoever, man. I hope you have fun on your stream as well. I'll try to swing by when I'm done if you're still streaming, dude. Oh my god, is this thing chasing me? I need to get out of here. This is terrifying. How far will it chase me? Okay, we're safe. Jeez. Retro, good evening, man. How are you? Zach says my phone glitched, so I couldn't download it, so I looked it up and found software, downloaded it, and used a proxy, and like magic, it started to download, so you need it in your library to work. Very cool, man. I hope you enjoy PT. It's solid. So as you can see, like, so I set that custom marker, it's the green icon on the minimap, and as I get closer to it, it shows you roughly how many steps left you have to get to your destination, which I thought was nice. I have a nice quality of life thing. Lola says, spend all your coins, and I'll come back in an hour when it's lunchtime. Bye. Beck, thanks for hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate it. Great, how about yourself? I'm doing good, man. So I'm tired, because I played Ring Fit Adventure today. Ooh, guarded treasure. Is that a bear? Okay, hold on a sec. One of the things I learned painfully in this game is that it's a good idea to save often, to meditate often, than to save your food for when you're actually in battle and need it. One of the things that I thought was weird, though... I'll just do... What? Can I go till 10 a.m.? One of the things I thought was weird, though, is there's no cooking component in this game. I figured as much like raw meat... Because every time you kill a beast, basically, you get meat of some sort, right? You kill wolves, you get meat. You kill bears, you get meat. But there's nothing... There's no way to cook it. But... From what I read on Reddit, they're like, well, he's a witcher. He's completely immune to most, toxic effects, so he would have no need to cook food. But I still have to imagine that Geralt would appreciate, like a nice, roast chicken more than just like raw wolf meat. But what do I know? I'm no witcher, except for in here. I think the bear is weak to Igni, but the cool thing is, if you're not sure, you can always go to the bestiary and do your research and figure out what they're weak against. The bear is that, I don't even know it's pronounced Chin, and then beast oil, obviously. So I'll go ahead and put some beast oil on the sword, so it'll give me a little extra damage. If I have some. I think I do. I think I can take the bear. As long as it's not like a level 20 bear, I think it'll be okay. I hope you ate well after your... I had a nice salad, which was predominantly bacon-based. But a salad, nonetheless. I'm working on it tomorrow. And I will say that game is so much more difficult than Beat Saber. I figured, hey, I've played Beat Saber. How hard can it be? It's incredibly hard. Alright. So we got beast oil, and then let's go ahead and equip the... What is that? Is that the protective shield? Can I pop that in advance and be okay? Let's find out. Oh yeah, 100% shield. I'm gonna go deal with this bear problem. Get away from the treasure! Oh, he's level 12. I might not be able to take him. Did that bear just spit fire? No, that was him hit my shield. Okay. Bear is strong, but bear is also fairly slow. Compared to wolves, anyways. I also put most of my skill points into additional quick attack, damage to bump it up, and also I have a great sword that has a chance to set things on fire, and it also provides increased critical damage. So yeah, that bear wasn't too bad. Not too shabby. E.T. is here. What's up, man? So now Halloween games I've not started yet, but I need to stream both Outlast, Friday the 13th game, and Dead by Daylight. That's a solid lineup, man. Oh, Judge says, gotta go at work, enjoy. Thanks for stopping by, man. I wish I had your expertise to guide me a little bit. So yeah, we got raw meat, and we can just chew on that as much as we want. But if you look at the map right now, so I just randomly found this in the world. I was not intending to find it. I don't think... Or was that what I was going towards? Oh, it was, and I didn't even notice. Okay. But yeah, so this is listed on the map as guarded treasure, but until you actually find the treasure, it'll stay white. So once it goes gray, that's how you know you've completed an area that you've stumbled across. Me too, it's awesome. You're killing my species, I see. I'm sorry, Morrow. I didn't mean for you to see that. Avert your eyes, young Morrow. Goodbye, bear. Good old switcher to 3. Yes, Tech, it's tremendous. How are you doing tonight, man? Bring him down, Legolas. Get that bear. I did indeed, Father. I'll try to make you proud. Alright, so let's see what kind of loot we got. Alchemy paste. What else we have? And that's the other thing. So in this game, if you're not... Because there's a lot to explore and kind of look at, right? And if you hold left trigger, he basically goes into what I call Batman's detective mode, even though technically it's like Witcher vision or something like that. But it highlights objects that you can interact with to make sure you don't miss things in an environment. Also lets you find clues. Because Geralt really does do a lot of detective work. A lot of the quests will involve you putting together clues or looking at something that happened or tracking an individual to a certain location. And that's where that comes into play. Saddlebags are helpful, and I'm going to show you why right now. So if you have saddlebags, what you can do if you go to your inventory... Let's look at this real quick. So there's a specialized section that is for food and drink. As you can see here, he travels with a lot of beer because I just found a bunch of it. But then also, saddlebags increase your maximum inventory weight. So it's basically stuff that you can throw onto Roach, although in a beautiful quality of life improvement that I really appreciate they put in here, you don't have to like manage inventory between your horse and your person, right? Everything's just on you. That's just kind of a nice way for them to give you extra inventory space without getting over encumbered, kind of like Skyrim if you ever... picked up too many plates or something like that. So you can put that on your horse. Actually, is that blinders? Did I not already have this on him? This will keep Roach from panicking as easily. I thought I already had that on him, but he already has a saddle on him, I think. Yeah, an enhanced saddle. And the saddlebags give you an extra 30 weight, which is helpful. Yeah, I didn't have a saddlebag on him forever, and I was like, why am I getting overburdened so fast, D-Dub? And that was exactly why. But yeah, so that was like the big loot here, which isn't great, but it's better than nothing, I guess, especially if you didn't already have some. Ooh, poopy, stinky 2 days, and I'm so excited, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, Josh, I'll be disappointed. I know you're talking about Modern Warfare, man. That's the only thing you would be talking about, unless you're as pumped for Luigi's Mansion 3 as I am, but that's not till next week, I don't think. Saddlebags, beer, is this Red Dead Redemption? Or they're like, the horse riding mechanic does feel very much like Red Dead Redemption. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a beeline for the next question mark for something I haven't discovered yet, which is gonna be up here. We'll see if I can handle whatever's there, and if not, we're gonna continue on with the Baron quest, because basically here's what happened. We went and saw this dude named the Baron. He seems kind of shifty, but he said he had knowledge of where Ciri may have gone to, but in exchange for that knowledge, he demanded that we go find his wife and daughter who have gone missing. We investigated what was the alleged crime scene. We found a candlestick that was broken off on a wall where it looks like there was a struggle and a fight. There was a broken bottle of wine that left a scent throughout the Baron's house that we kind of tracked down. And ultimately what we came up with was that we think somebody attacked or kidnapped the wife and child, so that's what we're trying to track down now. I actually did go see a Peller as well, which had a hilarious side quest with a goat, but we'll get to that in a minute. For now, let's go see what this question mark's got. I'm doing pretty good, man. Again, like I mentioned earlier when I got sidetracked, but I played Ring Fit Adventure, which I erroneously thought would somehow be easier than Beat Saber. Man, it's so much harder than Beat Saber. I imagine it'll get easier in time, the same way Beat Saber did for me. But if you're looking for a solid workout, make no mistake, Ring Fit Adventure will provide it to you in spades. And I'm only like 2 levels in, and it's beastly. But it doesn't punish you either, right? It rewards good form. It doesn't necessarily make you feel like you have to rush through the exercise. In fact, it discourages you doing that in the interest of maintaining good form, which obviously will help prevent injuries when you're doing any kind of physical exercise. But, you know, I think that's the thing that I'm really enjoying about it the most, is the fact that you can kind of do it at your own pace. And it's weird because it tracks, like, I finished a workout on it today, and it was like 12 minutes. And I was like, what? I was like, I've been doing this for a half hour. But that's because it only tracks the active time you're moving. So if you, like, you know, do something else where you're like, oh yeah, I played Beat Saber for an hour, but then you have that downtime between levels or whatever. Not quite the same thing as doing raw physical activity for an hour, and it only reports on the time you're moving, which I think is probably a more accurate view of the physical exertion you put yourself through. Beat Saber, I want to play that game. It's so good, man. It's so good. Snack says, young traveler, you remembered achievement unlocked, a brain. Thank you. I appreciate your encouragement. It's like, ooh, this looks like a bandit camp. Hold on. Ooh, what's this? Are these bandits? Yeah, okay, so before we get into this nonsense, I am totally going to equip Igni, which sets people on fire. Which, oh wait, actually, let me do one more thing. We'll stick with Igni, but real quick, I'm going to apply some of that oil that hurts humans, because it gives you a 10% damage bump if you do. I don't need it, because I could rough these guys up without it, but it's nice to see the bonus damage pop up whenever you hit somebody with it. So in this game, in addition to potions, which you see in the middle of the screen, and bombs you see on the right side of the screen, you have oils that you can apply to your blade. And as you can see, each one does 10% bonus attack power depending on the situation, right? So you get 10% attack power versus cursed ones, versus necrophages. You can make an oil that's specifically for dealing with wraiths and you know, the kind of necrotic, I guess, creatures. But Hanged Man's Venom hurts humans. And I'm about to fight some humans, so I'm going to put a real bad hurting on them. I'm gonna go to sleep in a few. Just stop by to say hi. Right on. Have a good night. Get some good sleep, man. I appreciate you stopping in to say hi. Snack says I'll be back in 10 minutes. No worries, man. Josh, looks like you changed your Twitter handle to YourSlayer when I got the Twitter notification. I thought that was someone else for a second. Yep, YourSlayer2 for the month, sir. So adding stuff into your weapons is like Monster Hunter, very much like. There's definitely a dusting of Monster Hunter World in here, which I imagine you'll appreciate, Mario. Beck too, for that matter. So let's go rough up this bandit camp, and then we're gonna loot all their bodies, then we're gonna take all their stuff, and then we're gonna go do some quests. But first we're gonna set this guy on fire, because it's gonna feel great. Man, they don't like fire. Also, I try to take out the ranged attackers first, so they don't annoy me as much. The shield dudes are real difficult to deal with. They're not impossible, they're just annoying. Hold on, I'm gonna rough up a bunch of these guys first. See, he has a stamina bar in yellow, and if you wear it down, then he can't block as effectively, so that's... Gotta get away from him. You gotta stay squirrely. Alright, so I'm gonna... Oh, this is just a regular deserter. That's weird. Will do. Yeah, if it's 1:30 in the morning, bro, get some sleep.
Come on, come closer.
I love that voice acting. Like, seriously, Geralt's voice is just wonderful. Witchcraft indeed, my friend. This is not ideal, but I'll make it work. Come on. Ain't afraid of you. I just can't get around on him. There's probably a better way to deal with this. Judge would probably judge me viciously for it. Ooh, there we go. Got him. And the kills are brutal. Max Splicer, hello. How are you doing? What brings you to the stream, my friend? I appreciate you taking the time out of your evening. Blunt crossbow bolt? That looks helpful. I think I'm just using oh, I'm overburdened. Hold on, let me drop some stuff. I've got some trash I need to get rid of. I'm not going to be able to... And that's the thing. You can still fast travel when you're over encumbered, but you can't run or... I think you can jump. Checkpoints, what's up? My best friend has met the voice actor a few times. Also, hey man, how's it going? I cannot say enough good things about this game. If I met that voice actor, and I don't know his name, but I would immediately be like, please do my voicemail message. It would be a moral... Ooh, what did I just drop? I don't think I should have dropped that one. It's okay, we'll figure it out. I don't think I need to hold on to the steel short sword for any reason. Yeah, this is staying with me, just in case. It's probably worth more money if I sell it. The dude just slammed up against that barrel. Adrian finally got into the last... I know! I need to watch more of him playing. I got to see him do the opening, because I love to see people collapse emotionally playing that game. Incredibly impressive for a 2013 title. How's everyone this rainy evening or morning? I'm doing fantastically well. I did Ring Fit Adventure earlier, which is incredibly tiring, and I was like, man, I really just want to sit down and play The Witcher now. I did my workout. I've earned this. So that's what I'm doing right now. Ooh. Lots of good stuff here. Split Bolt Relic. Ugh. I gotta drop some stuff, though. I need to go to a town before we start doing all these quests and stash a bunch of stuff. I'm a recent lurker. I usually only catch your vids because of work schedule. Figured I'd say hi. Well, I appreciate it, man. I hope you find something you enjoy here. Which vids have you watched? So, are you talking about like the morning stream that I've been doing as an experiment, Mac? John, hello. You didn't stream Ring Fit Adventure? No, I'm not gonna humiliate myself in that way. I'm not in the best shape. I'm too self-conscious. But what I will say, John, is I did capture footage of it. And I will record myself when I can artfully arrange the framing so I don't look like a hideous chud or anything. And then I will be doing a video as a follow-up to Beat Saber about, I guess comparing and contrasting the two, because I spent a lot of time playing Beat Saber. I intend to spend a lot of time playing Ring Fit Adventure, and I'm really curious to see how that adventure will go, I guess. Jugs, hello! Thought I'd stop by for a bit. Well, I appreciate you deciding to do that, man. How's your day been, Jugs? What can I safely get? Oh, I got some trash boots here. These don't need to stay here. These can go away. Ooh, maybe. I don't need this shirt. That can go away. That looks a little better than what I've got, but I'm sticking with what I've got for now. Even though I don't like the look aesthetically, it's not my favorite. But that's okay. All I have are fairly decent swords I don't necessarily want to get rid of, but I'm gonna, because they're not overly magical, just lightly rare. Max says, yep, the morning YouTube advice is usually what I watch. I actually use it as a podcast before work. LOL, great stuff, keep it up. You're not the first person to tell me that, man. Like, I'm very much considering, like, if I should just do a podcast, or if I should just, stick with that format in the mornings, and I don't know if you caught me mentioning it in any of the episodes. It was just an experiment for the channel. Normally I do a lot of pre-produced stuff because I love really fancy camera moves and trying to make things look really pretty in post-production, but I decided as an experiment for 90 days leading up to Halloween to just try to get to the meat of my content in the most accessible, raw, quick format possible. And I can't say I'm 100% satisfied with it, but I've learned a lot through it. And so much so that I'm fairly certain that the morning streams are going to stick around after Halloween, because people seem to have been very positively receptive to it. Yourself included, it sounds like, which thank you for that. But, we'll have to see. Neo, what's up, man? Sorry I'm late, had a migraine. Dude, if you have a migraine, man, maybe you shouldn't be staring at a screen. Like, I appreciate your viewership, but I don't want you to be suffering either, Neo. Managed to get rid of most... Oh, okay, good, man. It's okay, Hampus, no worries. You would be the perfect podcast host. Stop it, you. You would be the perfect podcast guest, which, again, is why I intend to have you on a stream with me at some point, Nathan. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to do what Judge says. I'm going to go back to a major city, the closest one. The main capital city should be where the Baron is, actually, over here in Mulberrydale? I think this... Wait, is that it? Now I can't remember. It's wherever the thing is. Maybe it's over here. Yeah, I'll go over to Crow's Perch, because, so this is where the Baron hangs out. So I'm going to run to town real quick. I'm going to offload a bunch of stuff. And then I'm going to continue on quest to have some voice acting, so you guys can get a better sense of the cinematic qualities of the game. Because I got, like, this very limited window of time to sell my dad on this game, because he's missing out. He's missing out. I'm new around here, but I enjoy that format. I found your channel through Mikkel. Oh, right on. Yeah, Mikkel's a total sweetheart, man. I will actually be over on Mikkel's channel sometime in the next few Saturdays. I think I have to coordinate with him. But he did invite me to be over on his podcast, which I thought was really, really nice of him. And my first experience meeting him was at E3, actually. Got to run around with him and Gamerthumb and Not Another Game Collector, and it was a really good time. All good people. Okay, we're almost there. The Astros have an early 2-1 lead against the Nationals World Series fever here in Houston. I know nothing about it, so I'll take your word for it, man. What is this? Ooh, I'll talk to... No, I'm not going to talk to the Gravedigger right now. Let's go ahead and offload stuff and do a little bit of preparation to make our lives easier. And sell some junk at this merchant real quick. Even though this is probably not the best merchant to sell swords to, I don't really care. I got enough to do it right now. If you did a podcast, you spoke a lot about channels and how to help channels. I'd love to see you do that, but with a content creator and go full in depth with them and their channel and yours. Neo, that's absolutely on the docket, and I've already basically secured commitments from at least 10 about 10 other YouTubers right now. Honestly, I'm just overthinking it. Fears hold me back a little bit. That's the reason it hasn't launched yet. But, you know, I'm hoping that I can get past that. Ginger Fox, hello, man. How are you? This is my first time really playing it at any great length. I played it briefly on the PS4, and I was like, yeah, this is really pretty, but now I'm probably a solid 20 to 25 hours into it, I would guess. And it's just tremendous. I should probably dismantle this stuff, but I'm just going to sell it. And then I could probably sell the relics for good money, but I'm not, just because I like them. Is this better than what I've got? No. Alright. Loved and be honored to get in on that. That is a distinct possibility. We'll have to talk about it. So Gwent is the card game you can play in this. I know some people really like it. It's not that I don't like Gwent. I have played it briefly, but it's not my favorite. Wait, what merchant is this?
Greetings.
Greetings, innkeep. Show me your wares.
Wouldn't mind a look.
Frozen, what's up, dude? Max says, what? You really cover some great points as far as content creation on YouTube is concerned. I know it helped me think about things in a different light. I'm glad to hear that, man. If there's any particular video that you liked or any feedback you can give me, positive or negative, if you think I botched something or I could have gone more in depth with a particular topic, please let me know. I would love to hear your feedback. But yeah, man, that's one of the things I try to do here, and it's very much like a work hard, play hard philosophy, right? Like, I like all the work that I put into the channel, both from a production standpoint, from a streaming perspective, when it comes to you know, like content strategy and things like that. But then I like doing stuff like this, right? Just to enjoy myself, have some fun, stream some games people will like, and create content that is, you know, hopefully something people will enjoy. For the pre-produced stuff, anyways. Alright, I think we're good. I'm gonna go ditch a bunch of this stuff in my storage. And to do that, so basically you can... Hide the young'uns. I'm a witcher, not an actual witch, you maniac. Fast travel's done through the signposts here, so I'm going to use this one to go ahead and pop back over to where the Baron is, and ultimately where my stash is right now, so, which will be just north of Crow's Perch. Is Borderlands 3 worth buying? You should ask my father, he's in the chat, but I would say yes. He has spent more time with it than I am, so he would be a better judge. Nathan says, I would be on your podcast in a heartbeat. Michaela's asked me to be on his in November, which I'm excited for. Dude, that's awesome. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time over there. Positive feedback. Your information is human and not just do this, do this. But hey, guys, this is what I've. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, even whenever I do those streams, I try to encourage everyone. Like, even take what I say with a grain of salt, man. I mean, there's a lot of conflicting information out there. The best I can do is talk about the things that I've sort of learned on my own beats, creating content on YouTube, and then becoming a YouTuber. And I do make that distinction because yes, I've made YouTube videos for about a decade. Didn't become a YouTuber until about the past 18 months when I got over a lot of social anxiety and got a better sense of who I was and ultimately what I wanted to provide, you know, in video format. So. Frozen says, yes, I'm getting it. Oh, no, Morrow says yes. Frozen says, I'm getting it tomorrow. Wait, oh, you're just saying it's worth getting, Morrow? Borderlands 3? How do I get up to his house? I don't remember. It's a little twisty-turny and confusing, but I think I can figure it out. I think it's over here, maybe. Yeah, here we go. I think it winds up to the Baron's place. Negative, and it's only a minor thing. I understand time is a factor as well, but when you start your stream, you jump straight in, so sometimes if YouTube is slow to alert us, we miss that intro. Good point. I should probably come up with a starting soon screen that's more appropriate for those morning discussions, but I'd have to create one. But I do appreciate that. That's something I can look into. That's something I can... Wait, why am I hitting a cutscene? Oh dear.
Oswin. Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Let's watch, shall we?
To the stable. What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies at no rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
Nope, we're gonna try. We're a
See
good
what I can
witcher.
do.
Hurry now, quick!
Okay, well, don't yell at me, okay, buddy? Save the stable hand on the horses trapped inside the burning stable. I'm all over it. But I'm going to equip telekinetic blast, because I think that's going to be helpful. Oh, no. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Big news, I got a voice roll and a small... Oh, that's awesome, man. You will do tremendous at that. Of that, I have no doubt. I have some idea of your range. Open... Oh, wait. Is this it? Do I have to go up here? Cynthia's here? Hello! This is not Ring Fit Adventure. When you finish... Okay, I'm not going to loot something while I'm trying to save people from a burning stable. But when you finish The Last of Us, that's when I'll consider streaming it. Come on, horses, we gotta go.
Coming to get you.
Where is he? I gotta save the horses, though. Again, not hate. Oh, no, I don't interpret that as hate, man. I asked for the feedback. And let me go back to what you said, bro. Well, let me finish this, because I'm in a crisis right now. Can I telekinetic blast this stuff open? Oh, here we go. There's a path through. Oh, no! Alright, well, I failed that pretty hard. Well, at least I can... Oh, let me catch up with chat real quick. The YouTube Struggles themed stream was really informative and relatable. Right on. Yeah, I feel like there are so many struggles you could talk about when it comes to YouTube. Deal? Oh, no. Cynthia, that was me just not paying attention. Let's not do that, okay? I can't keep up with the chat if I play Ring Fit Adventure, okay? I have no way to do it, so I don't think that's a good idea, you know? Someday, though. Or I'll at least make how about we compromise? I'll make a really nice pre-produced video on it. I'll go over the merits of that versus Beat Saber. And you can have a great time watching me nearly collapsing on myself like a dying star physically the same way you did emotionally whenever you had to, you know, realize the horrible way you let Sarah down. I think that would be fair. You promised, Sancho? Why do you hate me so much? Why does this happen? Open world games are the best to play on the Switch. I would agree. The portable nature makes it very appealing, Frozen. Mara also, thanks for following me on WordPress. Hey, Cynthia. Again. Oh, wait. Where am I at? I want him to stream this. Mara, don't encourage this behavior. We're supposed to be friends. There's a reason you're the mod. The queen of the Discord. Speaking of which, if anybody would like to join said Discord, feel free. That is the link that I've just dropped in chat. Alright, I'm going to try not to get burned alive this time. I think I focused too much on the horses and not enough on, you know, making sure that I didn't catch on fire. I know the castle's on fire. I'm going. Sushi might stream hers too. Right on, right on. Well, if Sushi streams it, I think that's enough, right? Everyone can get a sense from Sushi's channel. If she tweets it out, I'll retweet it. You know, I'll do everything I can to promote that experience, and then I don't have to stream it. There's no reason for me explicitly to do it. I'm not even in the best shape to showcase its full range of capabilities. Also positive that you are a genuine human being, nice on and off camera. You're so patient with people. Yes, I bother Josh way too much. You're not a bother. I can't always get back to everyone immediately, but you're never a bother. That much I can promise you. The Cynthia's army commands you.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
I hate to be, you know.
See what I can do.
Alright, let's see if we can save him this time. This is tough, though. I haven't had to dive into a burning building yet as Geralt, so let's, at least now I know how to get into the building. Mario, you're tormenting him again. I love the way you're so nice, and mine and them with Josh. You're like, let's do this thing. Yep. You know what? I will loot this. That might be the only opportunity I get to do it before the barn gets destroyed, so... Oh, man. Oh, man, I'm running out of breath. Okay, okay, smoke rises. How did I get down there before?
Coming to get you.
Where is he? It says roofs collapsed, but I don't know where he is. I'm just gonna die here again. Oh, is that it? If I didn't save the horses that time because I didn't do it, I'm gonna have to reload that save. Oh, I guess it does save them then. I was trying to open everything. I think I was just overthinking it. The Cynthia War restarts. It is never ending. It's a very Orwellian war. Let's see what the Baron has to say, and then I'll catch up with the chat.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating him for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
I'm having to beat up the Baron right now? Yeah, I am. That's what you give for beating up your wife and kid. You ain't taking me down, Baron. I'm a witcher. I'll counter everything you throw my way. Boom. Not today, big boy. Thanks, Dad. One man, one swimman, one adventure. That's an amazing catchphrase. You just waterboarded him. This escalated quickly. Alright, let's listen. I knew this dude was bad news.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story.
Yep, this is the Switch version.
She always knew how to spark my ire.
Alright, so before we continue this conversation, let me catch up with the chat real quick. Cynthia's army commands you. So does this mean that Maro is watching me out of pity? I know she doesn't. No, Maro is one of the most genuine people I've ever met, so I would sincerely doubt that. Maro and Willow together in tournaments. ET says, Maro torments Josh. Josh has to worry about Cynthia's impending army, plus he has a YouTube channel, which isn't easy. He's got his hands full. It's a lot to balance. I'm not gonna lie. Jug says, Witcher 3 looks this good on Switch. Imagine what Doom Eternal and the Outer Worlds is gonna look like. But we don't have a release date for Outer Worlds. What's going on with that? Now I'm gonna be playing the Outer Worlds 3 days from now when it drops. I need to pre-install it. But yeah, I mean, the game, it is a little muddy. It is kind of have that, like, Vaseline, blurry look on the screen a little bit. But ultimately, you barely notice it when you're playing. It's more noticeable in dock mode, I'll grant you, but ultimately, if you're playing this in portable mode, which I think that's really what the developer was going for, was to make the best possible portable experience, and they nailed it. It's tremendous. One Up John says, yes, it is a Switch version. I don't mind many games, but Outer Worlds has me pumped. Are you buying that? You could just get Game Pass that. You don't need to buy it. Get Game Pass. Cheaper. Kind of. Well, on a long enough timeline, maybe not, but still. Alright. So, we're talking to the Baron. We were supposed to go find his wife and daughter. Apparently, he beat his pregnant wife, which, not great. So now we're going to interrogate him a little bit, because this dude has information we need to find Ciri, who is basically, from what I gather, a daughter figure to Geralt. So we're going to choose our words carefully. He is a man of power and renown, even though we kind of already beat him up a little bit, so I don't know how happy he's going to be with us. But, you know, let's talk about it and see what he has to say. See if he answers for his sins. The looters! Did we hear someone committed to a Ring Fit adventure stream? No. What you heard was somebody getting duped by your Cynthia. When I wasn't, paying full attention, I was very divided. You know what it's like to stream, Dom? You know you're never quite in your right mind. You agree to things, you don't think them through. That's not the same thing as a firm commitment. That's like a hard maybe. And even if I did, it was conditional upon her beating The Last of Us in its entirety. Platinuming it, I think, was what we agreed upon. So, we're going to ask the Baron, you never hit your daughter, really?
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
Yeah, Baron.
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry?
Lily,
Too
hello.
much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other.
Oh, no
She's
worries at
seen
all,
me
Lily.
drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day.
That's a lot of
One
knives.
day, but not today.
And Dom, yes, you know what it's like. And yes, she totally duped me. That's exactly what Cynthia did. Don't let her tell you different. Cynthia, calm your armies. It's fine. Everything's fine. That's why she booted up Last of Us. Interesting. Seriously, she jumped on it immediately? Monstrous. Dad says, I will play Outer Worlds if and only if you play. I can't play it. It's a single-player adventure, Dad. I would play it with you, for sure. Like, I'll play Borderlands with you, but I can't play the Outer Worlds with you. Not to my knowledge, I don't think. You knew they ran away, you
knew
monster.
they'd run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
How did they flee? What happened? Alright. Dude's clearly in pain, even if he's kind of a jerk. So let's not press him too hard.
Tell me everything you remember about the
Adrian,
day you fled.
hello.
The truth this time.
I've been soaking myself 3 days straight.
I've been trying to understand your emoji
Anna
there.
came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay.
I don't feel bad beating up
She
Baron.
refused to hear it.
I hope the essay goes well, Lily.
I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She
No
fell.
tournament.
Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy.
Oh, you don't
like
have to,
old
Lily.
piss.
It was just me doing
A
some
large
basic
bump
side
on my
quests.
head. Sadly, they were gone. No one
Breaking my
that's
heart, Josh.
like
I'm 100%
Witcher.
committed to finishing Last of Us because of your comment.
How the fuck
Oh.
could you?
I would never want to
I
break
was
your heart,
left
Cynthia. Just
with nothing.
you have to understand, it's a
Nothing.
very painful ordeal for me
Only
to
the
stream something that
bottle.
requires such physical exertion. I'll look foolish, more so than I already do.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall. Wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Language.
We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Now, what's interesting is that this whole story, how we went on this wild goose chase to find his wife and daughter, even though they clearly fled from him because he's kind of a maniac, right? He's an abuser. But when we first asked this dude where we thought they went, if he had any enemies, if any of his men had seen anything prior to their disappearance, he was a little bit evasive, and he was like, oh, I asked them, and those idiots, they had no idea where she went, which immediately I just thought, like, I wonder if this is all his fault, and they're just not telling him because he would punish them in some significant way, because, he's called the Bloody Baron, right? Watching Supergirl, the movie, it's super weird. YourPlayerTwo, I've never seen it. Kazoo, hello! Naughty Josh strikes again. How are you doing? Josh, why are women and children fleeing from you? They're not fleeing from me. They're fleeing from the Bloody Baron. I went to go find them because I'm a good Witcher and an excellent medieval detective. But Kazoo, I'm glad you're here because, as I mentioned in our DMs, I value all of your time. It's wonderful, and I'm glad you took some time out this evening to be here. I'm not being mean to Cynthia. Cynthia's absolutely majestic. I'm a big fan of all Cynthias, because there's like 5 of them that hang out on this channel, in so much as we are all Cynthia. Where am I at? It's an old from the 80s. I see Kazoo. They're fleeing from you. Kazoo, hey. That movie is pretty cheesy, but good. I can't remember if I've seen it or not, if I'm being honest. So, okay. let's find out if Tamara, his daughter, witnessed him getting into this tussle with his wife before both of them fled while he was in a drunken stupor. Let's see what he has to say
Tamara
about it.
present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed.
Oh, sure thing, Nathan. What happened next?
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there. Tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets. Dead. And it was my doing.
Dark stuff. Hard to keep a positive attitude amidst all that, but I'm going to do my best. Not the Cynthia thing again, Josh. It's not me, it's the Cynthias, so you can't put that on me. We were trying to convince Josh to do a stream of Ring Fit Adventure. Please join in on the fun. Why, John? Why? At 2, John? Keep for the fun stream, stay for the upbeat and cheerful personality. I want that, John. This turned real sad. It is a sad game. It is, as I described it, I think it's kind of like Fable meets Game of Thrones. There's some darkness to this game. But, I think that that's one of the things that's making it so stand out from a narrative perspective, right? For me, one of the reasons that I consider video games to be such an art form is when they do tackle more adult or more mature themes. And I think the first time I really saw that in a significant way would have been on Silent Hill 2, which tackled a lot of really dark stuff. But I also thought that's one of the things that set it apart, kind of a trailblazer in that regard, I think. What did you do with the child,
Maybe
Baron?
you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was
Oh
I to
no.
do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn
That-
you!
I think
I
that
gave
child's
no
been
thought to a
reanimated.
funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, a little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
How do you guys think we should respond to that? This is a guy who's clearly at least a little bit monstrous, who, isn't the most moralistic stand-up dude. Should we tell him to keep it together, or that we feel his pain? Should we throw him a bone and sympathize a little bit, or should we deride him for how he's feeling right now? It's an exercise game, and it's legit. It is incredibly legit. It's no joke. Mario, you normally start these things, don't you? Poor Josh, lol. Apparently, I don't have it yet. Are you thinking about getting it, Kazoo? It's a legit exercise game, Josh. It's going to stream, apparently. That's a half-truth at best. Dom, I don't appreciate you perpetuating this farce. I don't know why you guys are so against me. It hurts. Not apparently Game Loose. Josh is going to stream it. Ugh, it's just so great. Throw him a bone, says Neo. Since you were the first one to respond, we're going to tell him we feel his pain. We're going to comfort him even though he's not a good dude. But it's probably a good thing for us to harbor some semblance of mercy, considering I am playing The Witcher as a stand-up guy to the best of my abilities.
I sympathize.
Tribal, no worries, man. Don't worry about being
Thank
late.
you.
I didn't even advertise it.
And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Not in advance,
The deal we
anyways.
made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
This is about to
What?
get real dark.
How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Ugh.
Into fucking what?
Alright, do you guys want to hear Geralt explain what a botchling is, or do you want to be spared the details of what this horror show is about to become? Let's watch Josh sweat, shaking. I love you so much, and yet you do this. My day's been good, aside from everybody trying to talk me into streaming Ring Fit Adventure, man. Struggling with the Wi-Fi and hotspot today, but otherwise good. Right on. They can be squirrely. I mean, I feel like If the channel wants it, you should do it, Josh. Do it for your people, for the other people. We'll see. Explain, says Lilypad. Explain what it is. We are now going to hear the Witcher explain. Well, yes, he is a Witcher. Geralt explain what a botchling is. I learned this earlier in the game on this quest line, but now, in his own words, this is what it is.
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Okay, so we have two options here. We can try to honor his wishes and just say, where'd you bury the fetus? Show me. We'll go track it down. We'll try to lift the curse and, try to minimize suffering for this botchling that has been created. Or we can just, be kind of ambiguous and say we're not sure what we're going to do yet. The situation, push come to shove, and we have to deal with this thing. It might make more sense for us to go ahead and do it in. I don't know. What do you guys think? Pregnant women, I need to be careful. Yeah, it's terrifying. It's real dark. I heard the real Cynthia also can't wait for YP2 to sweat. There's a lot of uncomfortable talk about my sweat in this chat that I don't understand. This is something I never would have anticipated. Jaken is not a cat, nor did I turn him into a cat. Neo says don't commit to anything. What do the rest of you think? Do we not commit to anything? Or do we go ahead and say, show us where it is? I will possibly put a poll on the community tab on the channel, probably not on Twitter. I don't think I want to raise that kind of exposure for what's being proposed that Cynthia duped me into, so. Think of the pump. No. So since you're sweating on Ring Fit Adventure, you need to go drink Picard's sweat instead of water. It's the only fitting thing, Josh. Oh my goodness. Lilypad says commit, lift the curse. So right now we're split. Somebody says lift the curse, somebody says be ambiguous, so. Someone want to break this tie for me? Do we commit to lifting the curse, or do we say, hey, don't know what we're going to do, we have no idea what's going to happen, we go after a botchling, never faced one before, we might have to do the hard thing. I don't turn anybody into cats. I'm not a sorcerer. This is a complete farce perpetuated by the extremist views of one Jaken in the chat. Do what he says, extra stuff probably? Ooh, looters say kill it. One Up John says lift the curse. Alright.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
A practical answer. We can't do anything till we find the
Dig the
botchling.
grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way.
Dark, but funny. We're gonna try to lift the curse. We're gonna try to give the fetus some peace. Alright, let's do this. Blood for the blood gods is tribal. Josh has magic and turns people in. I don't know. This is not true at all. Norman fetus? No. That's a few weeks from now. And if you don't think that jar baby's going on stream with me, you would be mistaken. He'll be right over here, behind me, the whole time, forever.
And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Uh-oh. That sounds ominous. I'm confused. What with people turning into cats? It was Jaken put something on Twitter claiming that I turned him into a cat, which is categorically false. Alright, so right now, since we're already on this quest chain and, we're all kind of... I guess we're going to continue on and see what happens here.
A bit further. Follow me.
You know about the Jar Baby, Chris Levi. The Jar Baby comes with Death Stranding Collector's Edition. I've pre-ordered it. I can't wait. Escape before they find out your secret? What secret is that? I have no dark sorcerer powers, so I would use it for something way more interesting than turning Jaken into a cat.
You give the child
if anything, I would turn Maro into a bear because I know that she secretly yearns for it.
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
This is pretty spooky, actually. Also, I have to give them props, even though, yes, the game is not the prettiest from a technical standpoint on Switch hardware. The fact that they maintain the weather effects is truly stunning. Like, this whole game is gorgeous, artistically speaking. I didn't schedule a Ring Fit Adventure stream. Dom, what? No. And we're not going to talk about this on the Lootcast either. How about we do another Friday the 13th stream? We had fun with that. And I'm only so tired. Not only do I have to do Ring Fit Adventure, but you had me do back-to-back 3 a.m. streams this weekend for Friday the 13th.
Good.
Yeah, Chris.
Dug up.
You know what's up, Chris.
What's that mean?
Your secret's being an amazing YouTuber. Stop flattering me. But thank you. Has to be a cute bear since... Of course it would be a cute bear, Morrow. You would deserve no less.
Look.
Is this the we just find the botchling immediately? Oh man, that is dark stuff. That is so much less cute than my forthcoming jar baby. Attack the monster or turn it into a lubberkin. Pick one. Oh man! Lubberkin, we're gonna try it.
In your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep
No scary one sweat.
rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when
Dead by
it gets
Daylight's
bigger?
tomorrow night, Neo.
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Wow. Yeah, not so hot on this whole lubberkin thing now, are you? Know that you had to put in the hard work here, you jerk. I didn't kill it. I thought this wasn't going to be a spooky stream. Now I'm having second thoughts. Tame it and make it your slave? What's wrong with you,
As I
Morrow?
recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, you did bring this on us, Baron. You deal with this monstrosity you've created. This is on the Nintendo Switch. Dead by Daylight, I'm going to put up a vote for Switch or PS4, and whatever people choose is what we'll do. He said Dead by Daylight, but the subtitle said Ring Fit Adventure. What? We're not doing Ring Fit Adventure tomorrow, I'll tell you that. He can be worthy. I don't think so. I think we're just out to get this little guy some peace, which he deserves because his dad's a complete jerk. Hugs for the hug god. That's adorable. Protect the Baron from wraiths? Alright, hold on. If I'm fighting wraiths, we're going to do something real quick. We're making Spectre. Oh, come on. I can't do it during combat? Okay. Let's see if I have another... I don't remember what wraiths are weak to, but let's do this at the very least. This is ambiguous. I don't know if it's true, but Hangman's Venom gives you 10% attack power versus humans and non-humans. By my rationale, a wraith is a non-human. So let's give it a shot and see if it does anything. And then to try to give us a little bit more of an edge, I'm going to study real quick in the bestiary the wraiths and see what they're weak to. Oh, here's the full description of the botchling, by the way, if anyone's curious. But we need to figure out how to deal with wraiths. Okay. They are Spectre Oil, which we can't make right now, which sucks. Oh, yeah, yeah, Chris Levi can do it, for sure. I'll donate to see a Ring Fit Adventure, but if someone got me Ring Fit, I'd do it on stream. It's hard. You may regret that. Yrden. I don't remember what Yrden is, though. Alright, whatever. We can deal with this. I'm not going to use any Moondust bombs, I'll tell you that. Blood for the Blood Gods. Yes, now it's time for that tribal, for sure. Alright, so let's get out of the menu, and let's equip the correct sign. Yrden is a magic trap, so we're going to start with that.
Do something.
I'm trying to do something. Oh no. Hold on. I don't think I can repair my armor in the middle of combat, but I'm going to try. Okay, we're good. Yes, Dead by Daylight on PS4. Yup, been waiting for this. I will not be denied justice. Well, we'd have to be survivors together unless we did a custom game. You will have your chance to vote tomorrow.
fighting something fierce. I can't hold it. Calm it somehow.
Calm it somehow. Okay, I have something for this. We have a mind control sign, and that is influence opponent's mind, so we're going to try this and see if it works. That did it. That calmed the botchling. So let's continue to escort the Baron, and hopefully we won't have to fight any more wraiths. Better give me a non-DVD option. No, I played Friday the 13th with you like 3 nights in a row.
Nothing.
You and
This is
Dom.
your job. Told you, gotta bury it under.
You want to see it on the Switch, see how it runs?
Tales
I
are
gotcha.
true. By tomorrow, it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Well, that sounds like a win all the way around. If it protects him and it helps us find his wife and child. So dark. I had no idea that's where this quest was going to go tonight. This is why I refuse to have kids. I don't refuse. Uh-oh.
I'm coming. Need to hurry.
Alright, hold on. More magic traps. Wraiths are not screwing around. Oh no! Magic trap holds him in place, so that's helpful. Why can't you raise the botchling? He wants to love, poor little guy. Hold on.
Worked. It stopped.
Jeez. And when you gonna do more Ghostbusters? If I have a chance, man. I may not get to it, but I'm gonna try, Neo. We'll see.
It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
That baby is terrifying, though. Look at that little guy. It's the Baron's fault we even have to deal with this situation.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
Baby looks like me after a night of studying.
By the world.
Jeez.
that
Thank
was
you,
to be
ED.
your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
Jesus, this game is gorgeous. It's a face only a mother could love? Yeah, no doubt. I can't keep my friends on task to get homecoming plans made for the life of me. Most people like to feel led rather than pushed. I can say that, Lily.
I'll stay here and wait. You
Watching
go
a face
home.
only a mother could love, actually not really.
Wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Get him, Geralt. Summon the Lubberkin where the botchling is buried? How do I do that? I have to wait a day and a night, right? I'm not sure. That does sound annoying, Lily Kazoo's right. Summon the Lubberkin where the botchling is buried. I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. Sit and wait. Here we go. Only Witcher's work left to do. What do you think do you think I'll become a father one day? Maybe.
By blood's power,
If you want to be, it's possible.
With your name, I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Alright, so we have a spectral fetus friend. All in a day's work for the Witcher. She's quick. As far as, you know, quest markers go, this is definitely one of the weirder ones I've seen in a video game. Finally figured out driving? What, you mean like you get your license? It really is a showpiece on the Switch, Dom. It truly is. It reminds me to not let them study constantly. Don't want one of them to go feral like that thing. Fair enough. Also, I have to say, as somebody, like, I love the sound of rain. I go to sleep by the sound of thunderstorms every night. Like, that's one of the things that helps me sleep. I love the rain. I love storms and everything. So when games have weather effects like this, I absolutely adore it. So that's another thing that's just been like a nice bonus for me when it comes to The Witcher 3. Whoa! Who do you think you are, Drowner? Oh man, they're gonna get me. Alright, I'm gonna eat some raw meat, I guess, while I'm en route. Oh, he's waiting for me! That's great. Or she. She. Who would win in a fight between Spectral Fetus and Jar Baby? I mean, Spectral Fetus can probably bypass the confines of the jar, so I'm gonna say Spectral Baby. Like in the UK, there's only one thing, and that's at the end of high school, and that's it. Yes, I am healing myself, Cynthia, for sure. I'm just eating raw meat as I run along, because I'm a Witcher.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though.
I mean, it is kind of cute in a weird way. And let me see if I can get a better look at the spectral form. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little screenshot of that for later. But this is our new friend, the healthful hob of House Baron. Just to let you know, you should try Greedfall. It looks interesting. Whenever the story takes about, like, I'm very big on basically going to one area and just picking the bones dry of all of the quests and everything. So we'll see. See, here's that detective vision I was talking about. Raw meat that will put hairs on your chest. For the Witcher, it will.
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were referring to a region in the game. Yes, I have heard of Greedfall, but I didn't know next to nothing about it, obviously, E.T. Back with cherry coke and chicken nuggets, an excellent combo. When your friend sends you a picture of their cute baby, I'm going to do that so much. Because my friends Justin and Ben, they have a beautiful daughter named Josie in the past 6 months. And she keeps talking about, like, you know, motherhood and what it's like having a new baby and everything. And I keep jokingly talking about how I also have a baby that's coming in November with the Death Stranding Collector's Edition. She does not appreciate when I joke about that.
Clothing. They change in here.
But, you know, it's all in good fun. Search the area around... Alright, so... What am I missing here? Not really seeing anything else just yet. Guess I can light this. I can't get in here because the door is blocked. My mom, because she lives in South Africa, she actually likes her meat blue a lot? I don't understand. Oh, what's this?
A bracelet.
Totally missed.
One of them must have dropped it. Both were here. I'm going the right way.
Follow the lubricant again?
Wants to show me something more.
Lead the way, Spectral baby. What is that thing? Whatever it is, it's no more. Blue meat is basically 2 seconds cooked on each side. I don't know if I could deal with that. Josh, what program should I use to record Xbox gameplay? Well, you need a capture card, or you can record it natively on the Xbox. I have a video about that on the channel if you look back through the videos on the video section of the channel. But you can record natively to the Xbox, and you can hook an external hard drive up to it and do it that way. Or if you get a capture card, I'm a big fan of the HD60S, that's what I'm using to stream right now. It's technically like $10-20 more than the HD60 from Elgato, but whoa, where'd that come from? A rotted? Whoa, did I just blow him up with my mind? But yeah, Elgato makes solid capture cards, and the other thing that I used to capture off, which I'm using right now actually, that dumps straight to an SD card, is the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable Plus 2.
Necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
Alright, you know what? If we got necrophages, then I am going to switch up the blade oil for something more appropriate to necrophages, to make my life a little bit easier here. Because I should have necrophage oil. Lilypet says, I'm going to pretend you didn't say that, looters. What do the looters say? Percy Jackson is a great movie. I've never seen Percy Jackson. I know nothing about it. I like to eat meat that's well done on both sides. That means yummy. I'm a medium kind of guy. Not medium rare. Used to be medium well. Now just medium is the sweet spot for me when it comes to like filet. At the same time, my mom, she eats meat rawly cooked before to check, and because she can eat her meat blue, it doesn't make her ill. I couldn't deal with that. No way, that's too rare. What, why do I not have a sword out? Why am I trying to bare knuckle box these necrophages right now? Okay, hold on. Time to retreat, no shame in it. We have the silver sword out to deal with necromages. Oh, come on. Why are they so fast? This sucks.
Should examine that horse carcass.
What? Why would I examine a horse carcass? I'm medium rare. My girlfriend has a blue. Don't watch it, Josh? What, is it that bad? It's like she has an iron stomach. Yeah, I do not. That would not work out well for me. Although I do love spicy food. I can deal with that. Back for 5 minutes. Any deaths yet? None yet. Well, no. I died once. I take that back. I suffocated because I was in a burning building. Oh, I'm so close to level 9. If I just kill one of these things, I can hit it.
What now, you piece of filth?
I think the fire makes them explode, maybe? It's so nasty. I'm gonna loot these things, though. I imagine their blood's gonna come in handy for some alchemy. Hey, Beck, it is Josh. Necrophage for the necrophage gods. Absolutely, Tribal. That explains the looters. Hi. Go read the books instead. Oh, is that the issue? Like the characters or the story itself is good, but you just didn't fancy the movie? Rip Josh. Hey, I survived. Okay, Mac. I'm an excellent witcher. Oh, is this the horse right in front of me?
What do we have
I feel
here?
judged by my theatrical taste. It's okay, I get judged a lot too, man. Alright, we're going to examine this messed up horse carcass. Bottom to top. We'll start with the bones.
Bones have been here a while.
See, he's basically a medieval Batman. That's what Geralt is. It's wonderful.
Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks.
Uh-oh. Something tells me we're going to find something much bigger.
Horseshoes missing. Is this the
Oh,
end
yeah,
of
sorry,
the
Lily.
monster's
Really,
smokehouse?
especially hate this.
Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
Let's summarize. Shall we, class?
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away.
My migraine is coming back, so sorry, but I gotta go. Yeah, go chill out, man. Have a good night. Meanwhile, I'm gonna continue to follow Floating Spectral Baby. Boss body during my game audit. Hello. Sorry, Wolfie. I gotta follow this spectral baby right now. I can't deal with wolves. You're dead to Rick Ritter if you mention the movies. Do the books have 007 Pierce Brosnan? Pierce Brosnan was in that? I feel like that instantly gives it a leg up. So disown the movies. I will keep that in mind. Although it sounds like Dom's a fan. I feel like I'm hanging out with like the ghost of Christmas past or something. Oh, I make weird sounds. I mean, I guess you're a helpful force, but still. Dark stuff. First movie is decent, the books are amazing, says Tribal. No, movies are bad, says Lily. John says, has someone made a mod where you can play the whole game as the Spectral Baby? If not, that deserves to be forthcoming. Can we not all agree on that? Will you kill the baby or let it live when it tries to eat you? I'll have to let it live. I don't have it in me, right? It's suffered enough. There's no way I'm killing Spectral Baby. My life's hard enough as a Witcher. I feel like everyone has their own opinion on whatever movie it is, so it's okay. A fair statement, Mara.
Who's that?
I like the ghost in back.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
That would be
Sure,
awesome.
Not even passing through. Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy?
Uh-oh.
Quiet, boy.
Uh-oh. Describe her, son.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and see no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Mr.
Super
Jackson.
Demon, what's up,
I
man?
wanna hear
Hello?
This dream, then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Don't know where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up.
I bet it's the
Gave her
monster that got that
clothes.
horse.
Hers were ragged.
Agreed, Tribal. I'm about to interrogate this kid. Jake, I'm glad you're not a cat anymore. Me too. Remember Scorsese's Marvel Francis Ford Coppola? Yes, I did see all that. They were not kind. Did this just go God of War levels of a little bit? There was some real dark stuff earlier. I don't know if you already crushed this game, Oak, but it's worth your time for sure. Super Demon says nothing much. Wait, it's my birthday one day. Happy early birthday, Super Demon. That's tremendous. Every NPC sounds like where my dad lives in Yorkshire. I would have no idea checkpoints. I'll rely on you to tell me about the accuracy of these accents. They're not supposed to be like the booklet, that's why they're called movies, says Jakin. Nicolas Cage, relative, called it trash. Yeah, I did see that. Like, they're... whatever. And I think... who was I? Was it James Gunn, I think, who responded? It might have been somebody else, another Marvel director. But basically said that there was a time when people felt the same way about, like, cowboy movies and stuff, right? But now they're sort of, revered and seen as an integral part of cinematic history. And that's probably where we're at with superhero movies right now. Oak says, I want to play this so bad. It's so good. If you do, please stream it and let me watch you enjoy it, man. Girl who stayed with you, what happened to her?
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry,
Absolutely,
sir.
Tribal. No problem at all.
Like one of our fathers.
DM me.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the crow's perch with the Baron.
Why?
Baron is not well loved.
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if
Oh, there's
they're
nothing
alive
wrong
and
with
safe.
debating, Lily, as long as it
Tamara
stays
is
civil.
fine.
I think everyone is
She's to
being
my
civil
brother's
right
place
now,
in
but
Oxenford.
Mario's right. Everyone's going to have their own
Mrs.
opinion.
Anna, that's another tale. Though
Oh, wait.
anywhere's
I just-
better than the crow.
I missed the first part of this, so let's skip that and
Why?
just go straight to, where is the Baron's
What
wife?
happened to Tamara's mother?
We're like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing over the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Interesting.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
What do you mean, super demon?
Tamara.
Not following you there.
3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learned it. Brought food and salves.
Enjoy your game audit, man.
Learned itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save
Sorry,
Mrs.
Oak.
Anna in the end.
Oh, yeah, I have heard that.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker.
But
Seemed
please,
someone
don't
had
spoil
put out the
anything.
Stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods.
I wanna know what this
big as a
beast
barn,
is that
horns,
destroyed the
and
horse.
2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for.
It's in the description, man. It's
Beast attacked
YourPlayer2,
Mrs. Anna's horse,
TWO.
Ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back.
Not a
further,
fun audit then, I
but
guess.
my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
I'm the beast. Debatable, Jake, and you are a
marks?
cat.
They's, well, like burned on with hot iron on the palms inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
It does sound like fun, though, Oak. Alright, looks like we got
Thanks
more
for your
detective work to do.
The lady.
Come on, Spectral baby,
she'll
we're
be
on the
all right in
case.
the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
But before I go, I'm looting all of your stuff. This fishing rod is now mine. Same for your pearls and broken oars. This is what you get for angering me. I save lives, but I mean, I take money where I can get it, right? I live on the road. Ooh, Toussaint. A duchy out of tales of fantasy and wonder? Alright, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I'll read it later. Chat has less than 50. So, what you're saying is between the three of you, you have a considerable collection of titles with which you could experiment. I need all of your fishing rods.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
I'm gonna miss that spectral baby. Ooh, but we super leveled up on that. I know we did. That's gotta be level 9. No? That didn't get us to level 9? Oh, no, it did. It put us beyond level 9. Okay, we just didn't get the cheer. That's weird. Normally it, like, cheers for you every time you hit a new level. Must have been because the cutscene got in the way, I'm guessing. We figured it out once. It was around 2,500. Impressive. I have not counted my game collection. I have no idea. I would wager less than 1,000. But I'd have to go count them. At some point I'll do that. That's going to be a winter project. Hit that like button. If we get 10 likes, Josh will stream Ring Fit Adventure. Not true. Unsubstantiated claim. I appreciate your likes. But nothing is guaranteed. Time to go talk to the Baron again, and we'll fight monsters along the way. Actually, let's check this around here. If we're already over here, let's see if there's anything interesting we can look at. Not really. There was a monster nest, but looks like we already dealt with that. So we'll just, we'll head back. I'm also cataloging them in the Game Eye app. That's the thing. I personally went for raw spreadsheets over which I could have complete control. You sacrifice some convenience there because you can't track a billion fields the way you can with those custom apps, which is really nice. But I know which fields of data are important to me, so I've opted for a very manual route, mainly because I know that as apps phase out or lose support, which has happened to me a couple of times before with collection apps or things like DVDs, you know, I can always depend on a basic spreadsheet. Counting stream, Josh, if you had powers, what would you have? I would have the ability to shoot fire from my hands. I wouldn't shoot fire from my hands. If I had the ability, I would probably take Nightcrawler's teleportation. I think that would be fun to play around with. Because that way, whenever I felt too awkward in a social situation, I could just peace out instantly. And then, according to comic book lore, I would also leave behind the smell of brimstone, which would be a nice bonus if I was around people I didn't particularly like. We're at 12 likes, 30 fires tribal. That's okay. Don't necessarily need 30 likes. I'm happy. I'm just happy to be hanging out and chatting. I'm gonna grab this real quick, and we're gonna go back to the Baron, tell him what's up, and he'll probably send us on the next leg of this quest. I have a paper version, that's how I know what I have, but to be honest, I don't want to have to remember how many terrible Wii games I have. I know that you have a deep and profound commitment to some lackluster titles. So I get it. Fires for the fire gods. If I had a power, it would be to get Josh to stream Ring Fit Adventure. How daringly clever, Cynthia. We'll talk about it, okay? That's a hard maybe.
I challenge you.
Boots a bit big, maybe? Careful not to trip.
Halt, I say. I am Ronvid of the Small Marsh. Bound
Who's
by
this
sacred
guy?
oath.
Oh, that's rough. My sympathies.
To honor Maid Bilberry, fairest of all maids I know, by dueling 100 knights to the death. Now, draw your sword post haste. For
I'm not gonna
I've
kill this
99
guy.
left after you.
99 left after us? Why do you want to fight me? Let's slow down, Chief. I don't want to wake up pregnant.
Why are
He
you
should look at
challenging me? Don't recall doing anything to offend the Maid Bilberry.
Well, why? Then swear. Swear! Maid Bilberry's the most loveliest of all.
Thing is, I've never laid eyes on her.
Aha! Ah! I shall wash your scorn away with thy blood fiend. Stand and fight.
Cynthia, oh come on, I'll fight this guy in a minute because I'm gonna make quick work of him. He's adorable. But Cynthia says, no lie, you looked at the camera and I thought you looked straight into my soul. I do what I can, right? I think eye contact's an important piece of human communication. That's kind of it is kind of stupid. With all that PBR in your hands, you already have that power, Jaken. Beat him up. I have no choice, Shibwing, but the guy's leaving me no outs here. I tried to respect his lady friend or whatever. He wasn't having it, so now he's challenged me to the death. I don't know if maybe if I just beat him up with my fists, I can just knock him out. I'm gonna try. Alright. Let's see if I can beat the... No, it's gonna make me sword fight. He yields. Okay, cool. We're good. I didn't want to kill the guy. He's just misguided.
Yes, luck stood with you. But the next time we meet...
You're right, buddy. We got lucky. You guys choose. How do we want to leave this poor guy who's only, again, defending the loveliest woman in the world's honor? So you have to hand it to him. Next time we'll kill him or get out of our sight. What do you guys think? Blood for the blood, cons fight for our honor. Make him suffer. Blood must be shed. Dark, E.T. Dark, my friend. I have so many sealed Wii games. I am threatening to start a crowdfunding for a show about grading the terrible Wii games I have. Yeah, I mean, you could. We're killing... It's not even that we want to kill this guy, Lily. This is just a dude who randomly decided he was going to challenge us because he's on some mission to defend some maiden's honor. Maiden Bilberry, I think is what she said. Or what he said. So now we bested him and he yielded to us because clearly he's overmatched. We're a Witcher. I mean, we would trounce this guy. But he says we basically got lucky, and until next we meet, and we can either tell him, next time we'll kill you, or get out of my sight, you little weirdo. This won't be the only time you find him. Are you serious? That is excellent. Third option, kill the idiot now. Possible. Oh, I'm sorry, your internet stopped working, Lily. That sucks. Must start the murder ritual. Fine. Next time we'll kill you. No, Spectral Baby left us. We parted ways, John. It makes me sad. I was growing fond of the little guy.
Look at me the wrong way, and I'll kill you.
You so sure of that?
Yep.
Yes.
We shall see.
How many times is this guy gonna pop up? Alright, we got 25 points for whatever that was. Let's go find the Baron and figure out what's next. We're making some progress. I dig it. At least 2 more times. I can't wait. I'm sure each one will be more hilarious than the last. Okay, around here, I guess. Ah, this game is just so pretty. Oops. Josh, there's a secret option where you can turn him into a cat. I already burned up all my cat transformation energy on Jake in the day, if his tweet is to be believed. Alright.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
Adding one vote to the tally.
Yeah. I'm grateful.
Aw, that's nice. We like money. You're welcome, Stable Master. Talk to the Baron about his family. Wait, am I not in the right place? Oh, no, we are. Okay. Remember to loot as much as you can. The Baron's house is full. Oh, yeah, dude, I wrecked that place. I already stole so much from the Baron, it's not even funny. I'm back! What'd I miss? You missed the Spectral Baby, Morrow. That was the best. Spectral Baby became our friend, and then we had to part ways, and he zoomed off into the night to be with his kin and be a protector of the House Baron.
Witcher, a word, please.
You should check it out, Lily. I think you would be very interested in that. Yeah, the baby you saved. You missed it. We, Spectral Baby went and became like a guide for us, and then led us to a family that had information on the whereabouts of Tamara and Anna, which had a creepy story to tell. And now we are returning to the Baron to give him the information that we've learned from this family, I believe. What is it, Baron?
What is
I've had
it?
just about enough of you, you
That
savage.
night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is.
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink.
Enjoy your
don't
audit,
eat.
Oak.
Just sits.
Oh, yeah. Somebody tried to challenge me on the road, and I spared his life. Mars, that was nice. It only gets creepier. I can't wait to find out. I'm loving the stories in this game. They're wonderful. This game's so well done. I can't believe I didn't play it until now. Maliero. Not everyone deserves to die by your hands. I don't kill everybody I come across. I try to be a merciful witcher, I told you.
There
Stop
you
saying
are.
what?
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise.
I'm excited for it, because I don't know a lot about The Witcher.
Damn shame. I
Nathan,
never learned
I'm
which
definitely
blues
looking
will
forward to
please
it.
Daya most.
Well, then procrastinate all night, Oak.
Her spirit's free.
It can wait an extra day, can if you just want to chill out this evening. This game's story is amazing. The drama, joy, humor, sorrow, all well balanced and combined into a complete masterpiece. That was well put, Shaboinky Boink.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore.
Fair enough, Oak.
It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
E.T. says, I'll be going in a few minutes. I got work tomorrow. Otherwise, stay safe, Josh. Much love to you and everyone here. Peace out. Much love as always, E.T. You take care, buddy. Appreciate you hanging out tonight.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out.
I know what you meant, Oak. No worries. No! Why? I hope it auto-saved, because that's gonna suck. I just did so much. I did like the game. Now I'm having second thoughts. But to be fair, it is a gigantic game on a single cartridge. Error for the error gods. It's okay. Let's fire it up. I'm going to take this quick opportunity. Let's see how bad the damage is here. And I'm going to comfort myself with more of these Starburst duos, which I've eaten way too many of, and they're probably completely negating all of my progress in Ring Fit Adventure, that game that I'm going to make a delightful pre-produced video about. Actually, that's really hard to chew dramatically. They're kind of rough at first. Sorry. Put one on your face? Put one on my face. Alright. We'll see how far back we are. This looks terrible on the Switch. I don't know why they bothered. I'm sorry, but I said it. Because they wanted it to be a portable experience. And it works delightfully well. And as somebody who didn't really play the original, or its original release in a significant way, I couldn't be more pleased with it. Is it the best way to play this game? Absolutely not. But if you only have a Switch, I think you do yourself a disservice not getting it. Not to mention, you get a bunch of cool physical goodies. Let's not forget about that, right?
I see you gather before me.
Nice presentation.
Hungry,
Commitment to quality.
terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor
Oh my
Emir
goodness.
has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, You stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods.
I'm never
And
listening
yet
to
you
you
do
in
not
stream
plead.
again, Jacob.
You do not kneel to dust your...
What if the air gods strike again? Well, we'll continue on. That is the nature of life, my friend. Sometimes things don't go your way. You have a choice. You can either submit to life's hardships and troubles or software bugs, or
Ciri
you
had
can
seemed
soldier
to have
on.
taken shelter in his hideout.
I choose the latter.
Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the Elven Mage, yet the wild hunt.
Yeah, but now
had.
it's just like a loading screen
The ghostly
recapping kind of where we're at
retinue
in the
was one
story,
step
Lily.
ahead of
We're
Geralt,
gonna see how bad the
so
damage
it
is. I should have saved the game.
The
That was
Witcher
my
felt
fault.
it always lost, until Kira gave him a new
But the
lead.
autosave I've
The
seen so
clones
far has
of
been pretty
Crookback
generous,
Bog.
so I think we're gonna be okay. We'll find out. Like Sekiro, Josh, finish this game? I'm definitely finishing this game. This is gonna be like my all the way through winter high fantasy game. When wintertime hits, that's when I like high fantasy stuff. The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, World of Warcraft, Fable. Games in that vein, movies in that vein, they always are most appealing to me in the middle of wintertime. So I'm sticking with this one. I love it. Don't you do that, don't you send that to Lily. You savage. Okay, we're not that far back. We're alright. But you could show her the cat thing, I guess. Yeah, I have to finish it.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from
It's a good point,
Nazir.
Boinky Boink.
Anna had read some story. And them.
I'm not listening to this whole thing again. Thankfully, we were saved by the autosave. Gotta talk about your family.
About your
You've looked.
Yes, we learned something. Let's go inside and not crash. I think at a certain point, I think there's a memory leak in the game, and I bet they're going to put out a patch for it.
Any news
But
for me?
it did crash on me
Your
once
daughter's in
before,
Oxenford.
after I'd played it for
What
many
places?
hours. I think it's a memory leak.
Right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you
Iced
brought her
coffee or
back?
tea? Isn't
Never
tea just
offered to
leaf
do
soup?
that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to
No, this isn't far back.
You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
I don't often skip dialogue. Rob, welcome. Go to her, you must be sure to see for herself. I shan't believe anyone else. I will go.
That much I can do.
Ah, no worries, man.
Take this. Call it enticement. And this might prove useful.
I'm going, Lily. I'm
A letter
going.
of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one.
We're going to Novigrad?
You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you
Yeah,
to
sure
tell
thing,
me
Lily.
about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living.
It is 10:04 p.m.
Come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
There's Ciri.
You done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that?
I'm
anyway?
curious about the assassin set, Shaboinky Boink. I've gotten some, where'd they teach you that? Ooh, did we say at Kaer Morhen, where we're from and where we trained under Vesemir, or should we just say on the road and be more obtuse? Will I be off work at 5:04 p.m. tomorrow? I will not. See, I'm always curious if I pick the wrong thing, if it's going to significantly impact the narrative somehow. What do you think, Morrow? Whatever you say, Morrow, is what I will choose. Did we train at Kaer Morhen, where we give some background on where we're from, or do we tell these people who, again, these were the men of Baron, the idiot, who beat his wife and created the creepy baby? Ciri? We know Ciri well. So Ciri, as I understand it, trained under Geralt. I'm speaking from, like, very high-level observation about the game. So she's like a daughter figure to Geralt. And she's the girl that we're looking for. So we're in a flashback sequence right now. It does sound like Robert Baratheon. I was just thinking that, especially whenever I heard like there was a wild boar. The first thing I thought was like, wait, wasn't there something about Robert Baratheon and a boar? As you say, Morrow, on the road.
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed
Pick the honest answer. Interesting. What drove that decision, Dom?
No notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's
Personal
garb,
commitment to
razor
honor,
on her
ethics.
back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
Ooh. Morrow, it's up to you. You're driving this flashback. Do we say we're a witcher, just a traveler, or something of the sort, and be kind of cryptic with an answer that's in between? Not fully the truth, but not totally a lie either. I kind of like putting Morrow to these ethical quandaries. Have you played Kingdom Come Deliverance? That is an RPG that requires you to really live in that world to get the most. I have not, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Oh, because, Morrow, it's fun. You stress about these sorts of decisions, and, you know, I enjoy that. Something of the sort, says Morrow.
Let's say I
Cryptic.
go about
I dig
my
it.
business. And when there's
It's a Boy Scout thing? You were a Boy Scout?
Turn it down.
I've always held.
Oh, Dom will wonders never cease.
Lasses ought to know how to fend for themselves.
All right, all right. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one, but never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager.
Uh-oh.
Think you can outrun me on an horse?
On a Norris.
What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it
all. What do you say, Morrow? Call him a coward, or what's the problem? Forceful and provocative, or do we go, you know, more logical? A little more scaled back. Feel like you're hack and slash while constantly dodging Griffin, you like to focus more on signs and interface attacks. Your sign, tank, and attack. Interesting. So a very agile build, I'm guessing. Coward? As you wish, Morrow.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
Ooh.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. And we start at daybreak.
I really don't want to lose Ciri's sword to the Baron. I would be super mad. Barrow sending you on the renegade line. I know, right? I admire it. It's so feisty, so forward, so utterly rebellious. I can't help but respect it. Indeed she is. Uh-oh. Please don't get Last of Us. Okay. Race for our entertainment. I'm about to. Most of the dialogue makes no difference. Some near the end has game-changing consequences. Here's a hint. Always be kind, supportive on Ciri's side when making decisions about her. I usually do. I've actually been playing Geralt as a fairly even-keeled, altruistic sort of witcher. Let's go!
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
I have a feeling this is going to end badly. I'm not excellent at horse races. I didn't do great in Dragon Quest XI recently when I had to do that. So I'm not overly confident in my abilities here, but we'll see what happens. I think it could go either way. I wouldn't doubt that it ends with, oh, what? No, go! What are you doing? Don't slow down! Okay. I was going to say, I thought it would end with, like, a monster or something.
Worthy of the best horse.
I didn't lose,
Mare
Jacob.
is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Another chance to win.
Called it. Now, she has a pretty awesome move that Geralt doesn't. And I've only played as her in combat once so far in a flashback. But we'll see. We'll see. Interesting that her story's sort of mirroring Geralt's right now.
She screamed like a mad woman.
Oh, I didn't get to do the fight?
All had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even where
It does sound like Assassin's Creed.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher.
Oh, maybe I do get to do the
seen
fight.
a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
That's because Ciri
I know
is
that look.
super rad.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Let's play Gwent? I'm not playing Gwent.
Heard anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no heed to peasant babbling. Common folk see witches, wizardry, devils, and who knows what the fuck else every which way they turn.
I'm not gonna punch him. We already
You
beat him
wound
up
here.
once.
Just curious.
It's no secret. I was a Temerian soldier. My unit smashed at the war's start. Soon after, we lost hope of regrouping, driving the foe back. Those who remained wandered north. Others,
I probably could,
deserters
Jigen.
or merely broken men joined us. We were a snowball rolling down a slope. By the time we reached Crow's Perch, I commanded a sizable force.
Just march into the fortress, make yourselves at home?
With Nilfgaard advancing, the local lord had fled, abandoned the Perch. Once this war's over and Nilfgaard's victorious, the Black Ones will grant me a title. All talk of a self-proclaimed baron will cease.
Why
Can't
are you
help
working with
wondering why you made
Nilfgaard?
a deal with the Nilfgaardians?
What could I do? Cast myself at them and die a hero? Fuck a hero's death. Fuck death.
Rather live as a traitor.
Ere long, none will remember it.
Brutal.
Temeria is no more.
I just realized that I rarely hear you say you don't like a game. Which game do you not like? I do not like Has Been Heroes for the Switch. It's the worst game in my collection as far as I'm concerned.
Cut them down to a man, others will come soon. Black Ones will flood this land, take control before.
Other games that I haven't liked? Fire Emblem Three Houses, I'm sorry to say. Was not a fan. I tried to like it, but it wasn't so much that the individual mechanics weren't good. It was how they all synchronized that left me wanting something. I'm not playing Gwent with this dude. I barely know how to play the game. If I did, I would make sure MC Murr was here. He was, we were talking briefly about Gwent earlier on Twitter. Or is this Josh? No, I'm sorry. You know, it's okay to have different opinions. I think that's okay. Find Tamara, the Baron's daughter, in Oxenford. So right now, we're kind of at a place where, could I stop playing? Yeah. But I kind of don't want to because I'm having a great time with it. So if you want to help me figure out what to do next, we can either do random side quests and do adventures that have nothing to do with the Baron story right now, or finding Anna and Tamara, or we can kind of continue on and see what happens if we keep going down this rabbit hole, which is part of the main story, mind you. So either one is fine with me. Why don't I have a crossbow equipped right now? Mara says, yes, keep going. I will keep going. Worst game I've ever played was Aliens, Colonial Marines. I remember that getting such poor reviews, I didn't even touch it, and I was excited about it too. Dom says, I can't stop playing this game. I need to get back to Dragon Quest 11, but it is so good, Dom. I love how these stories are playing out. I love the voice actors. You know, it's solid. Grant says, I got this cool new game of... No, Grey-Eyed. You take that back to... you go back to the Dank Memes subreddit and come back. Alright. Although I do admire the attempt, you almost had me. A good way to make cash is to sell all items to the person of the profession. Armor to armor, swords to sword, weapons to... Yeah, and I'm probably going to make a rush and sell a bunch of these. Right now, I'm sitting okay at 855, but I'm hoping I can make some more coin from some quests and everything. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my quest log, and let's kind of figure out what the next move here is going to be. Good stopping point for the capture. They get too large, it becomes hard to edit. Quests. So right now, we can continue on with Family Matters, where we go try to find Tamara. Alternatively, we have a bunch of secondary quests, and anything that's within our level range, I would say up to level 10 maybe, we could do. Including an invitation from Kara, which... I think she wants us to come visit for romantic reasons, based on the description and the way I'm reading this, considering it says, and so when it was all over, Kira invited Geralt to stop by her hut sometime in a way that suggested she did not mean for an afternoon of tea and crumpets. We could explore that and kind of see where it takes us. Or we could just, you know, do other random side quests, like Witcher contracts in the area. We could go hunt down some crazy beasts. Like, I think there's a Shrieker. I have no idea what that is, but it's probably a beast on par with, like, you know, I'm assuming the Griffin or something like that. But I don't know, what sounds good? What would you like to see from The Witcher 3? And I will be happy to oblige you. Also, glyphs and runes are the same way. By the end, you will have hundreds, and they sell very well. You will not need all. Yeah, I've just been kind of holding on to them. I tend to do ones that do like bump Igni more than anything, because I love setting people on fire. But I don't know. I believe the glyphs sell to armors and runes sell to weaponsmith. That would make sense, because runes get socketed into weapons, right? Shaboinky boink. Look at the map real quick. Huh. Well, if a mob would like to deal with that one, that's forward. Let's see. If we go on for Tamara, we're going to have to go here, which is not too far away, but I don't know. Like, what sounds good? Mario, any preference? What you'd like to see from the game? I mean, clearly there's a lot we can just randomly explore here, and this is just one... I should point out, this is not the world map right now, okay? We're looking at a region map. So all this stuff that you're seeing, that's just in Velen, right? We started over here in White Orchard, and you can see if I go here that I've already put a sizable dent in almost all of the, you know, like, the side quests here, because all this stuff is grayed out. But then, you know, I have no idea what we're going to expect when we go to Vizima. It hasn't even opened up the rest of that map to me yet, so I have no idea. Oh yeah, there's a lot. Thank you, Jakin. And no puff puff. The map makers must be an army. I know, right? It's completely insane. So, like, we're still in this one small part of the world, and, you know, we still have to explore this, what is it, the Skellige Isles, the Duchy of Toussaint, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, the Royal Palace in Vizima, White Orchard we kind of already did, and Novigrad, which I haven't been to yet either, which I mean, look at this. I mean, the map is huge. I've only been here... Oh, wait, no, Novigrad's where we're at. Wait, are we in Novigrad right now? Am I confused? I thought we were just in... Hold on. Velen. Okay, I'm not sure. Maybe they're combined or something. But either way, there's a lot to explore. You need to collect all of the notice boards to actually make the rest of the icons available. I could go on a hunt and do all those then. Yeah, because I was wondering, like, why do those randomly show up? But that does make sense now that I think about it. 10 out of 10 live stream. The blood gods are pleased. Many thanks, Tribal Wolf. I trust that you are a fair and just judge of everything that the blood gods thirst for, which presumably is blood. You have barely 20% of them. That is incredibly inspiring. Oh, they are connected? Okay. I see that you did so, Jake, and I respect it. And Jenkin is one of the mods here, which, him along with Mara have both been entrusted with power to ban people at will, mainly because I trust them not to abuse that power. So, yeah. But before we continue, I am going to go grab a drink real quick and hit the bathroom. Quick bio break. We've been at for about 2 hours at this point. So I'm going to leave you guys with a quick puppy break, courtesy of the adorable, well-renowned Chell, and I will be back in about 3 to 5 minutes if you guys don't mind holding on. And then we will continue our adventure throughout all of Velen and see what other trouble we can get into with Geralt the Witcher. And hopefully we can at least track down Tamara or make some progress towards finding Ciri. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Sit tight. And we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed that brief break with Chell. She is adorable. So, see if I can catch up with the chat here. Whenever I hear of Spyro, I think of Team Fortress 2, and I instantly get Vietnam medic flashbacks. Mayor, what's up, man? I've been playing New Vegas again in anticipation for Outer Worlds. I see a lot of similarities there. I know my dad's pumped for that game. I'm hoping I can use that as a catalyst to convince him to get Game Pass. I think he would enjoy it. Free on Game Pass. Exactly, that's where I'm getting it. I got Worlds pre-downloaded. I still need to do that. I haven't done it yet. It's not free. Yeah, you're right. It's not. But it's a great value. I will say that. Usually an FP... Wait, what? FP2, so I'm an oddball here? I'm not following. Cutest dog ever. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. I'm back. Was eating dinner. Welcome back. She is a cute poopy. Vegas sniper build. Sounds like choose your character for Kirby's Epic Yarn. It is indeed Animal Crossing music. That is true. I did that especially for Sushi Fairy, who's in here now. Where did you come from, Sushi? How you doing? All right. So what are we doing then? Do you guys want to do random quests, or do you want to continue the quest specifically to find Tamara and try to find the Baron's wife and daughter? How do I get out of here? I always get stuck here. More story? Deal, Morrow. We will continue to try to find a Tamara. Here we go.
Witcher, when you find my daughter...
Questions about the Vita. I am a fan.
A ragdoll?
The doll?
Uh-huh.
It runs really well on the Switch. Obviously, it's not going to be super gorgeous compared to like the PS4 Pro or indeed PC, but it's perfectly playable. And if you want an experience like this on the go, which is chiefly the reason I got it for the Switch, not to mention it came with the cool physical goodies, I don't think you'll have a bad experience. Like, if you only have a Switch, you should pick up this game. If you're a multi-platform owner, if you have the Xbox and the, you know, like a PS4, if you have all, you know, the big three, you should definitely get it for one of those consoles, because it's going to look so much better. But if you want that portable, it might still be worth considering for the Switch. It was for me. That's actually not a bad deal, DOA. You can find it cheaper sometimes, but that's pretty good. I lucked out. I bought a Vita last year, the year before, to get it back in my collection, and I found a stellar deal. I got mine for $85. But it's slowly rising in price because it's becoming more and more sought after, I think, since it's going out into the sunset. You should try streaming Monster Hunter World. I'm not opposed to that. I want to play Monster Hunter World more with Judge and with Beck, because I have to finish the main story before I can even play Iceborne, which I would love to get done by Christmas if it's possible. Alright, let's, actually, you know what? I bet we need to use the, crossroads to teleport over there would probably be the fastest way to get closer. Yeah, we'll go to Hangman's Tree, and then we'll ride east. I wouldn't mind playing sometime. I mean, just send me a friend. I'm on PS4, not Xbox. I don't know if that... Oh, wait, no, that's only on PS4. Never mind. Wait, is it? Is that on both platforms? I thought that was a PS4 exclusive. If I'm getting for two things, portability and PS4 stuff, and possibly to mod it, yeah, I mean, it's good for all that stuff, man. I would agree. What was that about Monster Hunter World? We were talking about playing it, Cynthia. Curious in joining in that adventure? Yes, they do. And the Vita cards are... And, oh, man, I lucked out. Like, I still need to... I can't believe I haven't shipped that to Avedon yet. I need to get on that. I picked up a Vita for Avedon at the Southeast Game Exchange. And I paid $90 for it, I think. And, but they forgot to take the memory card out, which by itself would have been another $40 or $50. But they didn't notice, and I didn't even notice till I got it home. Like, not even back to the hotel, like back home to Columbus. Because I thought I was going to have to go find one, and there was a 16 gig already in it, which was a nice little bonus. Alright, let's teleport over there and conjure Roach. Make this plan. Make this man play Monster Hunter World. I'm not opposed. I've played with you guys. Judge played a few sessions with me and coached me a lot. I wish I had a PS4. I was gonna get it, but I got Xbox so I could play with my friends. Yeah, and it's so weird. Like my taste in consoles this generation is completely flipped. At the beginning of the generation, I was all about the Xbox. That's what all my friends had. And then as time went on, I favored the PlayStation because it had so many better exclusives, I think, than any other platform. And then the Wii U was not great. I think most of us can agree on that. Not that it didn't have some good games. It did, but it didn't. It wasn't built for longevity. And then the Switch came out, and now that's my favorite one of the generation. Before I summon Roach, I'm gonna go pick a fight with these random dogs and get some meat, because I need to make sure I can keep eating food. My dog got out and pooped in the neighbor's yard. Ouch. Did you go clean it up like a responsible neighbor? I loved PS3 when I was in New York for 3 months. PS3 is solid, even today, even though some of those original Fat Body ones are kind of time bombs because of that heating problem. Oh, these are level 1s. I almost feel bad. But I do need food for the road, so sorry, puppies. I did the reverse. I started out playing only PS4, and now I play a lot more Xbox, but agreed it's a lot to do with what your friends are playing. Absolutely. That's kind of what kept me in that place for a while. Come on, Roach, let's roll. Price still good, but it will only go up in price. That's probably true. Okay, so let's set a marker so I'm writing in generally the correct direction. Because we need to go all the way over here. Oh wait, no, I guess I don't need a marker. It's already tracked. Never mind. Let's just go do it. I pretty much always play the guards and my friends play the animals, partly because I enjoy being the guards, but I'm also the best of my friends at it. Wait, what are you talking about? Uh-oh. Yeah, and if you're not familiar with this game, if you basically just get on a road, you will generally stay the course okay without you having to do much with Roach.
Slower.
What's this?
What's going on here? Why isn't anyone putting that out?
We want it to burn. Got it?
Piss off, or we'll fry you along with a fucking elf.
Oh, an elf. Ooh, what do you guys think? There's a third option where we threaten this dude, or this is not my concern and we just try to make peace and find another way around. Up to you guys. We can fight or we can flee. You can fast travel to most places to help with travel. Yeah, that's what I initially did here, just because I was like, I'm not going to ride all that way. Shaboink Boink says, I always help. Tribal says, how's Monster Hunter sound? Audibly, or you just mean, like, for me personally, like playing it? Third option? Alrighty. Here we go. Beat up those haters. I'm all over it.
There's a third way out of this situation.
Ooh, they're putting up a good fight there. They're level 10s. I mean, they're not the worst scrubs I've come across. Certainly more difficult to deal with than level 1 dogs. Ooh, he got cut diagonally. That was nasty. Clear the doorway and free the elf with pleasure. Probably need telekinetic blast.
Fast.
All right. You all right, victim?
What was this about? Why'd they want to burn you alive?
They came to rob me. I refused
Oh, a little
to
reward
trade
for you if you
my
help.
valuables, so they brought in a cart full of firewood, barred me inside, and set fire to the thing.
Probably counting on you being swayed. Though I doubt they would have let you live even if you talked.
I've yet to thank you for your aid, Vatgern. My coin lies concealed in a hollowed-out stump behind the house. Take what you wish. It's dangerous to possess too much in these times.
Thank you. Farewell.
Oh, not bad. Alright. That's cool. Anything else in here we can loot? Guess not. Alright, well, we'll go behind the house and collect our reward. I would love to play Monster Hunter World again, but all my saves on the PS4. Just installed Xbox and I have... Okay, it was on the Xbox too. Alright, Josh, we'll catch you later. Have a great stream. Cynthia, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Are you guys going to be streaming over on your channel? Should we go hang out there when we're done with this? And if so, what are you doing? Are you doing The Last of Us in a cruel bid to force me to stream what is my personal workout time? It was, Rob. Feel free to add me on Xbox, though. It's just Mayor Hairbear. We are already friends on there, right? But I thought you said there was a coin back here for us somewhere. Is that not the case? I always grab the myrtle petals because they're used to make spectre oil. She said there was a hollowed out tree stump or something, I thought. Is it up here? I think she lied to us. There's no reward at all. It should be in a stump behind the house. Okay, I probably went too far then. Thank you, Shiboinky Boink. Of course, we're already friends, Josh. Just making sure. So here's the house, but where is the tree stump she mentioned? I don't see one. I'm using my Witcher vision. Is it this house? Like, I don't even see a tree stump anywhere. May just have to leave the reward behind. We've got other things to do. Wait, that's a tree stump. Maybe it's just hidden and obscured by the rest of the trees. Oh wait, what's that? Is that it? No. Who's seeing Joker? Here's the house. Oils and potions only need to be crafted once. Oils need to be reapplied as they wear out, and potions are refilled through meditation, and it consumes 1 alcohol. Okay. Whoa! Uh-oh. There's a lot of them here. Oh, my sword is taking damage. Not great. Josh, they just want pets. I have no pets for crazy wargs that try to kill me. I will harvest them for their sweet, sweet puppy meat. You're going too far from the house? Look, where is it? Hold on. Okay, Shiboinky Boink, help me out here. So here are the houses. Where is this tree stump? I see no tree stumps anywhere. I don't know if I have something to repair that or not. I can repair it. Okay. Okay, so I'm at the house. Where is this tree stump, Shaboinky Boink? Oh my god, it's right there. Never mind. Alright. That's not a tree stump, that's like a log. Ridiculous. Crafty elf. Come on, Roach, let's get out of here. No stream tonight, but definitely tomorrow. Okay, cool. Have a good night, Cynthia. Oh, because you're seeing Joker. Wait. No? Ghouls. Horses getting afeared. Wait, what's this?
Whoa there,
Use... Merchant? Who's this guy? Hey, friend.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a look at your
Josh, when we learn all doggos just want pets, even if they try to bite out your throat, I know, right? I just don't know that I'm the one to provide that for them. Kind of an herbalist type dude. I don't think I really need anything from you. Something I used to say in high school. This Arkham Knight video is going to be a long video. I've barely covered the story yet, and I'm already at 2,000 words. Well, hey, man. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be an in-depth, wonderful exploration of the series, so... Or at least that title in the Arkham series, I should say.
Come on, Roach.
Still a fair ways away. Ooh, this is ominous. Should I check out the creepy complex where all the dead bodies are hanging, or should I just carry on to Tamara? Traveling merchants can be found walking around the map, sell all extra saddles, blinder saddlebags, etc. that are of lower level. They take up much needed weight. I gotcha. I mean, I should at least take a quick look, right? It looks big. I'll just carry on to Tamara. Let's see if we can finish that. I'll come back and visit that later. I would store or sell the monster trophies since you don't really need them all. Oh, okay. I'd probably hold on to them. I don't think I would want to part with my precious trophies. Is there an option to customize Roach? If so, it should be an option for Roach's mane, shaving a Roach into his hindquarters. I don't think you can customize them aesthetically, at least not that I know of. But I know there's a barber for Geralt, but I don't know if there's any way to customize the horse further. Trouble says, Josh, quick tip, some quests are actually affected from past choice. Yeah, I actually found that earlier whenever I found, who is it, Letho? Stonecutter settlement. I've had YouTube motivation lately due to mentality being low. What, you mean you just been like in a funk, man? Storage chest is pretty much unlimited space. Also, don't sell all relics level items. You can dismantle them for much needed material. Yeah, I haven't sold any of them. In settled areas, obstacles numerous. For this reason, your maximum movement speed in these is something.
Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let
no.
the city. It's in order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
I think he may also, Lily, if I knew what that was, but it sounds nice. Who's restricted access to the city?
Who ordered the city gates closed?
Word is the king himself. Doesn't want paupers and refugees pissing all over his beautiful city. Apart from which, when folk can go hither and thither, always a chance some spy will slink through. This way, spies got it harder. So,
I guess
no
that makes
pass,
sense.
No passage.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna hit hard. Mayor. Go ahead and sell magic and master level items and lesser armor. Okay, I will. Oh, you shave off their main? I suppose it would be a more streamlined look.
Well, a normal one. A transit pass.
Who issues them?
How should I know? I'm a lowly soldier.
Well, we have a pass.
This what you mean?
You need one of these.
Missing a seal. The red one.
Impossible.
I'm sorry to hear it, man. I know that's no small thing. I've certainly had my own, battles with getting into depressive-ish funks when it comes to, what happens on YouTube. But, it's like, what are you getting? Are you having trouble coming up with new ideas, or just finding the motivation to get started at all? Like, tell me more about where you're at, dude.
In a hurry.
It was so random. Roach just charged into a guard.
Come on, Roach.
Crawl back onto your rock.
This game is just gorgeous.
Watch your step.
But at least now we can fast travel here, so that's helpful. Beautiful place. Just who I am and not feeling confident in anything. I mean, if you would like some validation, I know that you're objectively hilarious, which I've made a point of pointing out on multiple occasions. But that's the thing, though. Like, sometimes it's not enough to get external validation like that. You just gotta, kind of find that within to get past it. Speaking from experience, I mean. Fun fact, some warriors in history were feared when they were on horses due to some warriors' archery skill. For instance, Native Americans were amazing horseback attackers, and then some got guns. They were feared due to their skill with marksmanship. That I don't doubt at all. Also, there's a skill you can get depending on your choice of armor, which makes your attack stronger depending on the armor you wear. Feline school light attacks, bear school heavy attacks. I'll almost certainly go feline. I prefer light attacks, but yeah, Nathan, I don't know if there's really anything that I can do to offer better advice, except what I can say is if you want to talk some offline, man. Not that I'm opposed to talking here, I'm happy to do it, but I'm just saying if you would rather talk offline, yeah, feel free to DM me, dude. Or if you want to jump on a call, happy to do it, man. If you just want to, talk a little bit and see if there's anything I can do to be helpful. At the very least, I'm usually a good cup of coffee, as it were. Try to be an encouraging cheerleader of sorts. Minus the pretty aesthetics, obviously. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Is there a door into this place, or am I missing something here? Lily looks better with our roach domain. Hello, yo, I'm gonna be a small guy. Yeah, lurk away, by all means. How are you doing this evening? Please tell me she's just gonna be sitting here and I don't have to go murk a billion people to find her.
The Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
Oh, that's a good thing.
I know she was here.
And I do what I can.
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
I'll look it up right now. So it's basically the horse equivalent of a crew cut. Not a bad look. There's a cat, and Beck's gonna miss it.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Time to go. Get on the horse.
And well, I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well.
I did see that,
Better
Mayor.
than I've ever been in
I don't know if I'd pay
this
full
world,
price,
and
but
now
I am
you've seen
curious.
me, I bid you farewell.
I enjoyed it on the Wii.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Best way to help with your slump is to take a break and do something different than you normally would. Go on a hike, visit a museum, arcade, etc. De-stress yourself and the rest will follow. I do agree that you tend to do your best work when you're relaxed. Oh gosh, it's one of Josh's victims. No, not at all. What do you guys think? Father's worried about you, which I don't think she's going to want to hear, or I don't blame you. We kind of, empathize with her a little bit, and the fact that her father's not the best dude. 316, what ups? So I just heard the Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour is coming to the Switch. Good chance. I didn't hear about that, but what I did hear about, because I keep seeing ads everywhere, is that Doom 64 is coming to the Switch on March 20th, and you get it for free if you pre-order Doom Eternal, which I thought was nice. Pick it up and give it a go. I'll pass on my findings. I would be curious. Don't blame you, says Morrow. We'll charge ahead with it.
You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My
I played it a
memories
fair
are of
amount myself,
drunken father
316.
lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards
Agreed,
the river.
John.
Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing. He shoved her, she fell. That's how it started. We were alone, no one to help. Blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends?
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence
I don't trust the Church of Eternal Fire.
So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well.
I don't like this guy immediately.
Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer.
Yep, I hate him.
I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Yeah, who even are you?
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Good guy, Geralt.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples.
Well said, Geralt.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Before you go, your father asked me to give you this.
Clara? Father told you to give me Clara. Funny how he thought to buy me back with a memory. Tell him one gesture could never make up for a ruined childhood. So long, Witcher.
We might soften that message.
In spite of all, I'm grateful you gave me a choice. Didn't force me to go back to the tyrant.
Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. So long, and good luck.
I'm sure I'll learn that in time, Shibwonky Boink. The cat's name is Nibbles? Well, that's just great. I'm guessing they got some nice stuff here to loot. Do it yourself? Don't tell him, Nibbles. Yep, this is Nibbles. Nibbles the kitten. Can you pet Nibbles? If not, you might as well stop playing. I don't think you can. I will tell you, this is terrible. I accidentally did kill a dog inside someone's home. Mysterious letter. Wait, what is this? All is prepared. We wait only for your arrival. When I told the commander of your commitment and zeal, he agreed to welcome you to our ranks at once. At first, you will need to be put through a preliminary training, but you already know how to ride and wield a blade. Thus, we have already mastered the essentials. The rest will not take much time. As soon as you don our colors, we will set out in search of your mother, and we will find her, I promise, even if we have to comb every inch of Velen. Interesting. Yeah, and I accidentally killed a dog because I was trying to do the left trigger of this to do the Witcher vision, and I accidentally hit the roast button. It was an accident, Morrow! I said it was an accident! Do I have to read all of them right now? I know that I can, but are you just saying that as helpful? Just a helpful tip, I guess. Sorry. Red, what's up, man? I gave you no, I didn't kill a dog just now. I'm saying earlier in the game I accidentally did because I hit the wrong button and I was still getting used to the controls. I would never hurt Nibbles. Nibbles looks adorable. We are a fan of Nibbles. And how are you doing today, Red? Also, I saw your tweet about your video and I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. That's why I haven't replied. But I would be curious. You can sell all the letters and books. They just take up space. But I kind of want to read them. Can I still read them if I sell them? Will they still be listed in my inventory? Yep, that's me. I'm a filthy thief. Hello, peasant. Don't tell anybody, or I'll witch you. I need all your books. It sounds like everyone in this town does in fact have the plague. A sword for witches? Can you reload? Not that far back. Actually, it may have reloaded once, because I think I may have died. Probably deservedly so. No bath for Geralt right now, I guess. Okay, I will probably go sell them also then, Shibwinky Boink. Guess you're more of a cat person then? I like both critters equally. I wouldn't say I necessarily sway one way or the other. I am allergic to cats though, sadly. Investigate all remaining leads. Whew. Well, yeah, you know, just little creatures. I like cats. So, let's find another lead then. Guess we should go to this notice board while we're nearby.
Everyone to me! To me! This side of the portal. Oh, apologies.
Well, it looks like there's a lot going on in this city. This seems like a good place to hang out to sell stuff. I'm not going to go on a thieving rampage, though. Just wanted to thank you... Hold on a second. I missed that. Want to thank you. I'm feeling relaxed, and my math homework is making sense now. Thanks so much. I don't know how much I can contribute to that as somebody who is objectively terrible at math, but I'm glad you're having a good time, man. I hope I am, you know, providing a relaxing background stream for you to get your work done, dude. I've got 2 dogs and 3 cats. I don't have a problem, and I bet you love all of them to death. When I was a child, I was happily enjoying a Happy Meal outside when suddenly a cat stole my cheeseburger from my hand and turned my Happy Meal into a sad meal. We have been mortal enemies since. A transgression that cannot go unpunished. I understand your position, Shabonky Boink. No Happy Meal should ever be made into a sad meal. 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a horse. Not too shabby at all. All remaining leads in Velen. You, boy. Any leads? Nope. Alright, hold on. Let's look at the quest log. Talk to the... Investigate all remaining leads and find the Baron's wife. Okay. Where do I go to do that? It's a big area. Probably one of the bigger cities I've been in the game so far. It's like medieval Disneyland over here. Or we could stop and get a delightful, shave for Geralt. How old is the Looter's channel? Like I think a year or 2 maybe? I'm not sure, honestly. But I will tell you, the Looters are absolutely delightful, and I highly recommend them. You know, I haven't even talked to a barber yet.
Greetings, Master. What can I do for you? Got a razor and shears? Good. Make me look decent.
I don't think we looked terrible before. Do we want a new haircut, or do we want to change the beard? Maybe we start with the beard. Oh, but you can't preview it? Oh, okay, I got you, Red. That's right, yeah, you did swing in when they were streaming over on their channel. Yeah, well, I wasn't there physically with them. We were just, you know, hanging out in party chat. I was still here in Columbus. The woman is Cynthia, that is Dom's wife. Together they make up the Game Looters. But then also with Monopulse, and then on the Lucas, which they do every Thursday night at 11 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Pacific, they usually also have Jaken on. I think Jaken may be hanging out in the chat. And Rax the Great is on a fair amount, as I understand it. And I have recently been on that as well. Not every episode, but they've had me on as a guest a few times, for which I am very grateful. They're a good bunch over there. Cats steal cheeseburgers all the time. I've never seen a cat steal a cheeseburger. Do you ever get confused when going back and forth between Xbox and Nintendo? Why did they switch? Yes, it happens to me all the time. I constantly hit the wrong button on the Xbox when I go back to it. Even if you shave slowly over time, the beard will grow back. I usually go with long and loose. Friendly mutton chops sound good. We'll do a full beard, but trimmed short. Lily says keep the beard you have, but should we trim it up a little bit? You think it just looks fine as is? Well, we'll just let it keep growing if that's what you want, Lily. Changed my mind. New haircut, perhaps? Shaved except for a ponytail. Long and loose. Loose, not too long. Shaved on the sides, short on top, and a ponytail. The Elven Rebel cut? Can I change it? Like, once I get it cut, can I still pick another option? It will grow back eventually in a few days in-game. Well, I gotta at least try one option. Do you guys want to see what the Elven Rebel cut looks like? Oh, you can't? Okay, well, let's just see what it looks like then. Elven Rebel cut. Here we go. It's hideous? How hideous could it possibly be? I mean, Elven Rebel sounds amazing. Well, it doesn't look too bad. Just sort of slicked back, really. Plus, I'm not really in a position to criticize anybody's choice of haircut or beard style. I'd like a new haircut. Long and loose. Let's see what that looks like. Ponytail? Man bump? We'll try the ponytail next. We'll just keep throwing coin at the barber. Not a bad look. Try the second to the last. Deal. Shaved on the sides, short on top, and a ponytail. It's alright. Look at those beautiful locks. Fabio would be jealous. I know, right? Mullet? Yeah, we'll keep the mullet for a little bit. I'll look ridiculous in the cutscenes for a while.
So long.
You don't like it? Do you guys want to change it? We can put it to something else. Alright, pick one more style, and whatever it is, that's what we're sticking with. The rooster cut is what I call that. Not too far off, I don't think. New haircut. Alright, which one? Long and loose it is. We'll go more classic. But then we're getting out of here. To find at least one more lead before we end the stream for the night. So long, friend.
So long.
I think long and loose does suit him. More so than the ponytail. I love when it rains in this game! Alright. But can I find any... I guess I'll just go towards the yellow icon and hope for the best. Rough seas. Yep, I'm just sailing away. Yeah, he does look a little bit like the dude from Neo. I'm probably gonna wrap it up here in a minute. I'm gonna at least get to where the next lead is, then I'll probably kill it for the night. It's been fun, but we're coming up on 3 hours, and I do have to get up so I can stream tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm stuck.
Hey, yeah.
Oh no! Okay, sorry, I thought that was a way bigger drop than it looked like. Alright.
Move it.
Come on, Roach. Man, it's hard to see because it's so dark from the storm.
Run, Roach.
Where am I going? All the way back here? Okay, well... That's not right. Yeah, I actually kind of like the fisheye, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna try to get to bed on time tonight since there's no Ludo stream to watch. Fair enough, Lily. You have a good night. Red, please keep it family friendly. That's the way I try to keep it here. Can you name your horse? I don't think you can name it beside Road. I think you can pick up another horse. How many hours have you spent so far in this game? Maybe 15 to 20 so far? Not a ton. Investigate all remaining I mean, I guess I could just talk to people there. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll just go back and talk to the Baron and let him know, and then we'll end it there. At least that's some progress, I guess. So let's go back and we'll fast travel. Even though I hate leaving because it's raining and it looks awesome. And I love that, but it's okay. The only thing I wish for games like this that have such amazing weather effects is I wish that it would give me an option in the menu to just, like, instantly change the weather. Like, maybe that takes away some of the organic appeal of the game in terms of how they wanted to structure the environment, but ultimately, sometimes I just want it to rain. Look at this. It's amazing, and the audio sounds tremendous. Be ready to put in 150, at least 200 hours. I'm totally fine with that. No co-op that I'm aware of. I think it's only a single-player adventure. John, just to let you know, when we play together, I'm a bit crazy. Oh, don't be an edgelord, Tribal. Just be a good dude. I'm sure we'll have a good time. Right, dude, I'm off. I'm gonna go play some VR and do something relaxed, like killing zombies in medieval combat. Sounds like a good way to wrap things up, man. I hope your session goes well, and I hope everything, kind of gets back on track. But if you want to talk, please hit me up, friend. Deal? I hope there is a cheat code to change the weather, because that would be really nice. I just like chilling in games where I can make it rain. Literally. Back to Crow's Perch we go. Oh yeah, I guess I could shaboinky boink. I guess I could just meditate continually. That would work. Have a good one, dude. Yeah, just the weather effects are one of the things that is my favorite detail about this game, by far. I mean, the game really is just about a masterpiece. Not perfectly flawless, but close enough that it's sneaking into the top 10 of my personal favorites. Or I could just do the rain dance. I cannot play online with anyone. I'm waiting for Black Friday sale for an online pass. I gotcha. What's your platform of choice, Red? Song of Storms. Get your Zelda out of my Witcher. Josh, you should get that Monkey King game? Monkey King game? What are you talking about? Super Monkey Ball? Nick, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? Appreciate you hanging out. 25 bucks isn't terrible. Yeah, like Xbox, PS4, Switch, PC, Vita. I'm not here to judge, but I am curious. Right on, dude. Super Monkey Ball's not terrible. It's delightful. Is he on the inside of the house and I just ran over to the garden where he was last time I talked to him? That's fine. I'm not going to sleep till you finish your stream. It's cool, Lily. Go ahead and get some sleep. Don't feel compelled. I know you got a lot going on right now anyways. It probably would not kill you to get some extra rest.
Little prick.
Every time one of these guards just makes fun of me for being a Witcher, I just want to kill somebody.
Don't bother me.
I hope they attack me. I would love to make quick work of all the Baron's stupid guards. Are you kidding me? This game is phenomenal, Nick. Are you being facetious because you already have this game and you know it's amazing, or what's the deal? Ooh. I want to. I will heed your advice, Shiboinky Boink. I know you speak the truth, and I know you're very familiar with this game. I'm supposed to go down, not up. Geralt, you fool! She's not coming back. End of story. You hear me? You abusive nerd.
I'm listening. What do you...
Oh, have you been loving it? Oh, wait, you had it on the PS4. Did we already talk about this and I forgot? I'm sorry. I gave your daughter the doll.
Gave Tamara your gift.
How'd she react?
Badly.
Probably not like you'd have wanted. She threw the doll away.
Threw it away? Oh, gods, I hoped, despite all...
I'm not sure, Red. You don't have to feel bad, I promise, Lily. If I was tired, I would peace out of a stream too. Plus, you've been here for hours at this point, you know? It's not like you haven't, you know, hung out and enjoyed the company of, wait. Well, I guess I'll go find her then. I feel like it's a really weird follow. Be like, actually, before I go, do you want to play some cards? I feel like we have a connection, Baron. I've run out of time from all these October. I know, it's just a deluge of releases for October. This game looks funny on the Switch, bro. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. Like, I only have the smallest frame of reference. I only played it briefly on the PS4, but for me, it's not so much about having perfect visuals, so much as I just enjoy the portability of it all. I don't know. I'm loving it, Nick. It's not bothering me in the slightest. I am going to save, though, this time, since I haven't done so in a minute. Can't review anything. I only reviewed, like, 2 games this month. Rough. It is weird seeing. I would have never thought that this would have been ported. I remember when this was rumored months ago because of the leak, and I was like, "There's no way they're going to put The Witcher on the Switch. Like, that's a completely insane ambition." And yet they have, and it is phenomenal. Save for the one crash I had earlier, which I'm guessing they will patch, and I think it has something to do with a memory leak. Would be my guess. I have it on the PS4 because of great BF sales. Oh, Black Friday. At first I was like, great boyfriend. I was like, what are you talking about, Red? But yeah, I think that is about all for tonight. You know, we made a lot of progress. You know, at least, well, a little bit of progress. I mean, the game's 200 hours long, so I would say we made a lot of progress. But we made progress that I'm comfortable with. We got to explore a very terrifying story and kind of learn the background of the botchling in this universe, what a terrifying prospect that is. We learned the original wild goose hunt we were sent on by the Baron, this hideous chat over here, was in fact not the entire truth, right? Because the dude was kind of beating on his wife and daughter. Well, not his daughter, but at least his wife. That resulted in the horrifying miscarriage. So it's again, this is a game that to me plays very much like Fable meets Game of Thrones, thematically, narratively. Definitely deals with some more mature subject matter, but then when it comes to the gameplay mechanics itself, it's very familiar territory. If you've ever played a third-person action-adventure RPG within the fantasy realm, you're probably going to feel right at home here if you're going to, you know, be experiencing The Witcher 3 for the first time. But to Nick's point, you can get this experience a lot cheaper and a lot better visually anyways, if you get it for the PS4 or the Xbox One. But if you do have a Switch and it's the only platform that you have, or if you're somebody who is multi-platform and you are considering how much you love portable gameplay for a world as massive in scope as The Witcher 3, worth a look. It's not unplayable by any stretch of the imagination. I've been having a blast with it and I have no regrets with that purchase. Plus, not to mention, you do get a bunch of physical goodies and a very nice kind of heavier cardboard case if you do opt to get the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition for the Nintendo Switch. But on that note, we've had a lot of fun adventuring today. I feel like I've gotten to know Geralt a little bit more personally. I think we played him in a fairly altruistic way, which I'm very pleased with. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your evening to hang out. You could have been anywhere on the internet tonight. You could have done anything in real life, and yet you chose to hang out here and see some Witcher action, hang out with a bunch of other really great people in the chat. So thank you as always. I'll be back on here at 8 a.m. tomorrow to do what is, you know, the regular, at this point, morning community stream where we're going to pick a topic and we're just going to kind of talk about what we're doing as YouTubers in our own respective channels. Then tomorrow night will be multiplayer, Dead by Daylight for either Switch or PS4, depending on what people vote for. And then, yeah, more streams coming later this week. I think I will be on the Game Looters podcast, the Lootcast, at 11 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. That's kind of what's coming down the pike right now, at least in the short term for the week. But again, I appreciate you guys all hanging out for as long as you have. Let me see if there's anybody else who's streaming right now who, you know, might be doing something similar that's worth checking out. I thought Chris Levi was on, but maybe not. That's okay. We'll go ahead and kill it here. But yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Lily, thanks for sticking it out, even though you totally didn't have to do that. Nick, thanks for coming out as well. I will see you all later. Oh, is Chris Levi streaming right now? Hold on a second. Let's see if you guys aren't familiar with Chris Levi. Is he live? Chris Levi 13. He is. He did not show up on my thing for some reason. He's playing Black Ops, which couldn't get further away from high fantasy if you wanted to. But Chris, if you're not familiar with Chris Levi, he's one of the most genuine, down-to-earth creators that I've ever seen on the platform. A very, very nice individual. He has been on the Lootcast before. He's been on the Chillcast before. We're on Avedon's channel with us. Total sweetheart. If you want to see him play some Black Ops, no doubt, in preparation for the forthcoming Modern Warfare, we're probably getting pumped for that. Here's his channel. He's live right now. I'm going to go hang out there myself now that I know he's streaming to kind of wind down for the evening and take a huge leap forward from what is medieval high fantasy into an extreme world of more modern, well, warfare, I guess you could say. So anyways, if you guys want to go raid Chris Levi for a little bit of that, like hashtag YP2 raid, or however you want to structure it, or just say howdy, I'm sure he would appreciate some extra viewers tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take off and go hang out over on Chris's channel. Thanks again for your time. Have a good one, and I will see you on the next stream tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. Take care.